hard for your money. That's why we want you to keep it. We provide 100% free rock and roll. Real Rock, Z103.
West Central Area Boys Basketball on Real Rock Z103, brought to you by Riverside Rentals, Marshall Law Office, Everett's Lumber Company, Drum Drug, Star Bank, Swenson Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company, Haley Oil, Fergus Falls Monument, West Central Minnesota Communities Action Council, Wendell Pioneer Insurance, Otter Tail Power Company, Runestone Insurance, the City of Elbow Lake, Lake Region Healthcare, Lake Country Graphics, Park Region, Quality Toyota, Thunder Seed, Minnesota Motor Company, Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls, Farmers Co-op Oil, Runestone Telecom, Nelson Auto Center, and Grant County Lumber. Now, let's go courtside.
Well, thank you, Chuck Ahmed. Good afternoon, everyone. We're live and courtside from Target Center, where this afternoon we have the quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Boys State Basketball Tournament, and the West Central Knights are in action after an outstanding season as we look forward to the coverage. The Knights just taking the floor as we speak. Jason Retzloff with you here today, along with Dave Retzloff. The Knights, the Section 6A champions. They are the number 2 seed in this tournament, and they are the number 2 rated team in the state of Minnesota with an outstanding record of 27-3 on the year. Their opponent, Heritage Christian Eagles, the Heritage Christian Academy Eagles, are 21-7. They're the Section 4A champions. This is their second ever trip to the state tournament, and looking forward to this first round here at Target Center. This is the third game that has taken place here this afternoon at Target Center, and in fact they started in the morning at 11 a.m. Number 1 seeded Cherry, number 1 rated team in the state, handled Russell Tyler Ruthven 78-46. And then the 5 seed Nevis just a few moments ago finished up. They defeated Mountain Lake area 78-54. And West Central right now getting warmed up, ready to go against Heritage Christian Academy. Dave Retzloff with us here, and really looking forward to this game here this afternoon. The Knights, I think you look at what they had to go through to get here in Section 6A, one of the really a loaded section, arguably the deepest section in Class A in Minnesota, with, you look at Ada Borup West, BBE, Henning, Hillcrest, all in there, all highly rated teams throughout the year come out of that. Craig Hunter's got to feel good about where his team and how seasoned they are coming into this tournament.
Yeah, the 2 games that they ended up, at the end here that got them to the state tournament, they win by 3 points and 4 points. And you can say that it's tournament tested then, that they can come and do that. But there's still something special about playing on a huge court facility like Target Center, and really has to be a thrill for these young men.
Yeah, and we're going to talk with Craig Hunter here, head coach of the West Central Area Knights. We were able to record an interview a couple days ago, so we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll continue the pregame show. We'll hear from Coach Hunter, head coach of the West Central Area Knights. And Craig, he's in year number 28, his 28th season as head coach of the Knights. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with that interview after this break. This is the Minnesota Boys Class A State Tournament. West Central Area Knights in action today, and we'll be back with more right after this on Real Rock Z103.
If you have kids in high school, you know the whole family stays in high gear. From cheering for high scores at games, to enjoying high notes at concerts, to supporting high goals in classes. When you're at home, your internet connection needs to meet the high demands of smart TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. High school virtually demands high speeds. With Runestone Telecom, higher speed is a simple phone call away. Contact us today at runestone.net and move your family to a high-speed world.
Attention, fans of the court. All rise, because this is your moment to cheer on the West Central Area Knights boys basketball team. From the buzzer-beating shots to the relentless defense, these young athletes have shown true grit and determination. And now as they embark on their journey to victory, let's shower them with your support and cheers. Congratulations to the West Central Area Knights for their incredible accomplishments, and nothing but the best of luck at the state tournament. From Marshall Law Office and Kent and Colleen Marshall.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Contact us 218-685-4466. Haley Oil Company congratulates the West Central Area Boys basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state.
We're here with Ryan from Fergus Falls Monument. Now, Ryan, why is shopping local important to you and your brother Mike as small business owners?
Growing up, our father taught us the importance of shopping local and its effect on our local economy, especially shopping for items locally manufactured, because it not only keeps us strong economically, but it keeps skilled individuals in our community. In my industry, there are more and more vendors who sell memorials such as funeral homes, but the only place to buy a memorial handcrafted in Fergus Falls by locals is the Fergus Falls Monument Company.
Serving the community for 137 years.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes away or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to the West Central Area boys basketball team at state from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
All right, we are back here on the pregame show with Craig Hunter, head coach of the West Central Area Knights, in this quarterfinal matchup of the Boys State High School Class A tournament. The Knights going up against Heritage Christian. This interview being recorded on Tuesday, getting ready the build-up, and Coach, must be a whirlwind for you a little bit after such a great, successful run ahead into the state tournament. I'm sure it's been not a lot of work, but a lot of fun getting ready for everything.
Yeah, it's just been, all elation, in the last few days. It's not much sleep, but, it's worth it because you're trying to work and get ready for the next game, and there's a lot of people reaching out to you, too, which is really cool to, connect with people you haven't seen for alumni and community members and former assistant coaches and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of fun in our community, a lot of people that are happy. It's just great seeing everybody's faces and stuff, after the game the other night, our crowd and everybody, and seeing how happy everybody is means a lot.
Well, I just want to kind of build up to how you got to this point, and let's start off with maybe even the off season leading up to the regular season. And I know you knew with your group you had coming back that it was going to be a good year, and you had a chance to do a lot of great things. What was the mentality of the team in the off season leading into the regular season?
Well, I've been telling some of the radio stations we've been pretty good for 28 years, and we've been up in some tough sections, with the BBs and Battle Lakes and Hennings and Hancock the other end, and we lost to in the subsection final. And so, every year we have that mentality. We have really dedicated kids every year. This year, we just, we're not very big, but we just knew we had a lot of these guys. We've won, 4 conference titles in the last 5 years, and most of these guys have played on the last, 2 or 3 of the 4. And they played a lot as sophomores, and a couple of them played as a freshman. So that's one thing we knew, there's just experience in high school basketball, especially at the guard position, means a lot, and they have really high basketball IQs. And so in the summer, I got us in 3 breakdown tournaments, mostly with AAA and 4A schools. We played North Branch and Austin and Wilmer and some of those, bigger schools. And a lot of the first time we didn't know what to expect. Austin, they've been AAA, they've been really a dynasty and play that pressing, that tough zone. And, we're in the game at halftime, we're down 1, and we end up winning it. And then we end up winning that whole tournament, beating North Branch and championship. And it just kind of was that way all summer. We were in close games. We were probably never ahead at halftime or barely ahead, and we ended up winning all of them. So we kind of knew they have that, embracing pressure mentality, and they're very poised, and never quit. They play with a lot of grit, just from that experience, and try the stuff we try to build into them mentally and practice every day throughout the years. So that's kind of the biggest thing we knew is along with their skill level, although they're small, they're very skilled with passing and shooting, and then, get that right mentality with them. That's why we kind of knew could be a good year.
And when I hear people talk about the Knights, I hear a lot about how good defensively you guys are, and talk about the process that's been with your team to be so good defensively and be such an issue for teams to take care of the ball, and your ability to get stops on a consistent basis. Talk about how that defensive journey's taken place.
Yeah, and that's something in our handbook we go over the first day is our program is built on defense, their backbone. So if you don't shoot good, you can still win, which we did in BB. We didn't shoot very good, but defense carried us through. And so I sent a thing out to the alumni going in the state tournament, they're all part of this because these kids followed what they did. They've always been good on defense. The year in 2020, we lost to Henning in the section final. We were very long that year with a couple 6'5" guys, and when we lost that class, we only had one kid back, and these guys were all little sophomores at that time, and we decided to go to a pressing style just because we had some depth and using these guys as instincts and quickness, and not only quick with their feet, they're quick with their hands and their minds, and that's what we do. We pressure people, and we know we have to kind of do that to create some offense too. We can't come down and probably just grind it out like some teams since we're so small at most positions. And they just bought into that, and they're, like I said, they're so instinctive. And a couple of our alumni have been into practice, and they're like, it's amazing how much pressure in their hands over, but they never follow us. It's just pressure in your face all the time. And so our kids are really good at that, and they know that's kind of our backbone of what we have to do to succeed.
Well, we're going to take a time out here. We're going to come back on our pregame show, talk about the playoff run, the Section 6A tournament. We're here with Coach Craig Hunter. This is the quarterfinal of the Minnesota Class A Boys State Basketball Tournament. We'll be back with more right after this.
To manage your business profitably, you need the right financial data, advice, and services. Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company can provide you with the accounting, bookkeeping, tax, business counseling, payroll, and other business services you need most. You'll have more time to run your business and enjoy your family time. Congratulations to the West Central Area Boys Basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state from Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company, with locations in Fergus Falls and Elbow Lake.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building project. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grant County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Your number one West Central Area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Are you in need of top quality lumber and exceptional service? Look no further than Everett's Lumber, proudly serving the Lakes area since 1882. For over a century, they've been the go-to destination for builders, contractors, and homeowners alike. At Everett's Lumber, they don't just sell lumber, they provide solutions. Their experienced team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect products for your project, whether it's a simple repair or a major renovation. Visit Everett's Lumber Battle Lake today and experience the unique difference that over a century of excellence can make.
And we're back here with Craig Hunter in our pregame interview. And Coach, I just want to talk about the Section 6A tournament. And I know you're going to the state tournament right now, but winning the Section 6A championship is kind of like winning a state title in a way, with all the competition that you guys had when, I believe, was it 4 of the top 10 rated teams are in Section 6A and 5 of the top 10 or 15 or so, I believe. And we were saying whoever gets through Section 6A is going to be tested and ready to go for the state tournament, and you got to feel that you are.
Absolutely. And I've been telling my kids that for 15 years, like, you're close. Like, whoever gets out of here, like I said, BB, they've won one and been runner-up, I think, 3 times, and Henning won one, and Battle Lake's done well down there, and Hancock was runner-up, and it's just getting out of there, like you said. And this year, going into the section tournament, we rated 2, 3, 4. Us, Ada and Henning, and Hillcrest was 8, and BB was like 14 or 15. Yeah, so that's just it. And you know we have a good chance, but like, just it's one game at a time. You got to get through. And BB played really well against us. That was a tough game. And of course, Ada, to win it. So you're right. Like, you just think if you can get through Section 6A, we're hoping that we can maybe win some games down there if we play well, because the competition we've played in the section and our conference schedule has really prepared us, I feel.
Yeah, in the Section 6A tournament, you started off with a home win against Breckenridge and then beat Border West in the quarterfinals. Then in the semi-final, and this was a game I got to listen on the radio, and I was on the edge of my seat. A great win over Belgrade Brunel Rosa, 71-68 was the final in that one for the subsection championship, and a lot of contributors. And it seemed to me Mitch Dewey had some ice in his veins down the stretch, hitting a big three to give you the lead, and some free throws there as well in that one.
Absolutely. Mitch has done that quite a few times in his career. He had a couple games even as a sophomore off the bench. And then last year as a junior, the Pelican Rapids tournament, we were number one. He basically took it over at the end. And that's kind of like we were looking for that, because Mitch we have this 10,000 shot club. He does it every year. He's kind of the guy. We want the ball in his hands at the end of the game like that. And, we set a little screen for him, and, teams are locked down on him so tight, but he got a little bit of space. And I rewatched the film, and, he really just followed through, I'm making this. Mm-hmm. And then when we got the lead, then they had to foul us. And I just decided I only had one timeout left, and I decided to take it, just try to get the ball in his hands, run out of bounds play, just to inbound it to him. And he made them both and kind of iced the game. And so he's a gamer for sure. He has ice in his veins, and he wants the ball, and he always plays with that confidence, and that's what you want is, both him and Camden, they're confident guys getting the ball in their hands at the end of the game.
And then you had the championship game for Section 6A at the Otter Fieldhouse against Ada Borup West. Just a huge matchup between you guys, the number 2 rated team in the state, and they were the number 3. And electric atmosphere, and to come out on top. I know Cam Anderson, 12 points, 10 assists in that one. Ben Bai had 20, and pretty amazing to see it all come together. It's such a cool atmosphere.
Yeah, so that was a great venue to play there. And like I said, I talked to Hennings coach Randy Misagata, saying that's the loudest place you're ever going to play in. And so we worked a lot on communication signals with our kids. And we took a nice lead. Ben had 18 points in the first half, and all of our guys, Cam and the rest of them, did a good job finding Ben. And we knew Ada's going to make runs. We watched them most of the year because they just got moved into our section, and they have a lot of skilled athletes as well. In the second half, they did take a lead, but it's like all year when our kids have lost the lead in our conference against these big teams like Montevideo Sauk Center, Morris Melrose. Every time they just don't flinch. Mm-hmm. And that's what I heard some comments from some of our alumni that are living in Arizona that haven't watched us before. They're like, man, those guys, they don't even flinch. Something happens or you make a mistake and they're just right back on defense, and they come right back and hit a shot, and they just embrace the pressure. And so we were able to get the lead back and get up by 3, and then we had some really good defensive stands at the end, and Brace Cheswell made a free throw to put us up by 4 with less than a second to go, and that's when you kind of knew it was over. So, and kind of that happy feeling.
Yeah, nothing beats it. You talk about a group that's a group of young men that have worked so hard together for so many years, and to culminate it in a moment where not only do you win a championship, but you beat a very, very good team in an atmosphere like that must be incredibly an incredible moment for you.
Yeah, just seeing the looks on our kids' faces when they were celebrating, and then after the game, when we were cutting down the nets, I've seen video and pictures from up above, and the whole court was just covered with red. Our whole community was out there, and I was trying to walk over and talk to Craig Olson and some of the radio stations. I couldn't even get there. There's people hugging you, and it's just I'm so happy for the community just to see so many people with the smiles on their faces.
This is Craig Hunter, head coach of the West Central Area Knights. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with one final segment here with Coach Hunter right after this. This is the quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Class A Boys State Tournament.
In today's world, you need fast internet for just about everything. Runestone Telecom Association's high-speed internet service is here for you. Pay your bills online quickly. Cruise through your homework in no time. Watch a movie at home with your family. Visit your grandkids online. You can work from home with Runestone's high-speed internet service. Speed up to 1 gig is available. Find the speed that's right for your needs. Call Runestone Telecom Association in Hoffman.
We're here with Ryan from Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, Ryan, I've noticed some funeral homes are advertising for memorials. Why should someone come to you for a memorial instead?
We have some wonderful funeral homes here in town. The funeral home directors are caring, they're compassionate, and experts in their field. They're not experts in memorialization. When a memorial comes from a funeral home, it's coming from a company that's 100 miles away or more. There's always a markup when buying from a third party. It is more cost-effective buying direct. Come see the experts at memorialization in Fergus Falls at the Fergus Falls Monument Company.
To manage your business profitably, you need the right financial data, advice, and services. Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company can provide you with the accounting, bookkeeping, tax, business counseling, payroll, and other business services you need most. You'll have more time to run your business and enjoy your family time. Congratulations to the West Central Area Boys Basketball Team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state from Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company, with locations in Fergus Falls and Elbow Lake.
Attention, fans of the court. All rise, because this is your moment to cheer on the West Central Area Knights boys basketball team. From the buzzer-beating shots to the relentless defense, these young athletes have shown true grit and determination. And now as they embark on their journey to victory, let's shower them with your support and cheers. Congratulations to the West Central Area Knights for their incredible accomplishments, and nothing but the best of luck at the state tournament. From Marshall Law Office in Kent and Colleen Marshall.
If you're looking to tackle your next big project, look no further than Riverside Rental LLC, located in Barrett. They've got everything you need to get the job done right, from mini excavators to skid loader attachments, trailers, and more. You can find them online at riversiderentalmn.com or check them out on Facebook at Riverside Rental LLC. Let Riverside Rental LLC be your partner in success. Quality equipment, unbeatable service. Your project starts here. Congratulations to the Knights on a successful season, and best of luck at state.
Back here on the pregame show with Coach Hunter, West Central Area Knights at the Target Center today for the quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Class A Boys State Tournament, going up against Heritage Christian, and that's the matchup today, Coach. And just talk about Heritage Christian. They're the Section 4A champions, and some of the challenges that they're going to present to you guys today.
Yeah, they're obviously a really talented team. They have a pretty good mixture. So their stud is their point guard. He's a junior, averages about 19 points a game, and he's really good at getting to the hole. He's very, very calm for a junior, very poised, doesn't force things, and he just has a way of getting his body, uses some Euro step moves and hesitation moves, and he kind of hang in the air and put stuff in off the glass. And then they have two really good shooters to go along with them, and they have a big center, and then they bring a 6'7" freshman off the bench who's like the second half of the year, he's playing more and more. So that presents some challenges for us defensively, so we really got to lock in on the game plan on what their strengths are and try to take that away.
When you guys have seen size and dealing with bigger players, I know you've had to deal with that. How do you guys? I know you don't have great size in your team. How you combated that? Is it a combination of ball pressure on the perimeter, or fronting the post, or changing up looks? How do you like to attack that?
Yeah, we actually addressed that at our spring meeting last year. We said, going into this year, we don't have a lot of size, and that's got to be a mentality that defensively it's got to be a team defense, and we really stress gang rebounding. We do drills on it, and every pregame, every halftime, every timeout, we had 5 guys rebounding. And actually, some of our guards are pretty good rebounders. Nas Dotz is 5'9", and he's had several games with 8 or 9. Of course, Ben By, our big guy, he gets a lot of rebounds. But even Mitch this year, being a smaller guy, he's been a good rebounder. And Bryce Cheswell, of course, good rebounder. Sam Hansen off the bench. And then as far as the defensive stuff, we don't change the game plan too much. We just try, because Ben's such a good defensive player, one-on-one. But when they have 2 or 3 big kids, that's when it poses problems for us. So we work a lot on stunting and bluffing and digging and, giving them different looks that way, and trying to help and recover and use our quickness.
Well, you have to be pretty excited about, obviously every game is going to be tough, but you gotta like your chances with the way not only you've been tested throughout the year, but the way you play team basketball, and knowing the way you defend, you're going to have a chance in every game as long as you get it done defensively.
Exactly. That's what we told the kids. When you get even in our section and then get into the state, every team is good at this point, And so we kind of, the Ada game too, we just hammered in, every possession is important. It's going to be the same in the state tournament. And, it's hard to tell on film until you get on the court how good these teams are. But I just think, with our pressing and stuff, we're just hoping that it can be a good matchup and we maybe can give them some trouble. And, our zone is pretty active zone. It's flying around pressure, and just hoping that we can, do a good job in our zone. Our zone is actually catered to defending the 3-point line, so hopefully we can get out and extend on those 2 good 3-point shooters they have. And, like we just talked about, then we have to rebound out of it, and take away their size that way and control the rebounds and hopefully get our transition game going on offense.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations on the Section 6A championship, and congrats to the entire community. I know it's going to be an exciting time, and look forward to the game. Look forward to watching the Knights here in the state tournament. Wish you best of luck.
I appreciate that, Jason. Thank you.
Greg Hunter, head coach of the West Central Area Knights. This is our pregame show. The Knights are playing the Eagles of Heritage Christian, the Section 4A champions. We'll take another timeout, and we'll be back with more on the pregame show after this break.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore Pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the nights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building projects. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grant County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts, job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
Oh, hey there, folks. You know, Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake's got your back come game day, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Before you head out to them big away games, swing by their friendly C-store and fill her up on gas and goodies. With Amore Pork in the cooler and Abby's Bakery on the shelves. They got snacks tastier than Snickers salad at the church potluck. And that's really saying something. Now let's hit the road and cheer on the nights. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Farmers Co-op Oil in Elbow Lake. Grab your snacks and get some gas. Oh, and hey, watch out for deer.
Are you in need of top quality lumber and exceptional service? Look no further than Everett's Lumber, proudly serving the Lakes area since 1882. For over a century, they've been the go-to destination for builders, contractors, and homeowners alike. At Everett's Lumber, they don't just sell lumber, they provide solutions. Their experienced team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect products for your project, whether it's a simple repair or a major renovation. Visit Everett's Lumber Battle Lake today and experience the unique difference that over a century of excellence can make.
And back here at Target Center, West Central Area Night State Tournament time, and they're going up against Heritage Christian Academy. The Eagles, the Section 4A champions, 21-7 on the year. The Knights are the 2 seed and number 2 rated team in the state at 27-3 in this quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Boys Class A State Tournament. The winner of this game will play the winner of the game that comes after this, number 3 seeded Fertile Beltrami, going up against the random draw Goodhue. So the winners of this game and that game will play tomorrow at Williams Arena in the semifinals at 2 o'clock. And the losers of those games would play at noon in the consolation bracket at the Gangelhoff Center at Concordia University in St. Paul, wherever the Knights are playing. We'll have coverage with them right here on Real Rock Z103. Just a quick look at how the Knights got here. Their Section 6A playoffs. They started off with a home win against Breckenridge, a 74-40 victory. Then they played Border West in Minnewaska and won the boards 39-25. And Bryce Chesbolt had 15 points in that one. Ben Bai had 13 points in the game as West Central Area defeated Border West 71-45. Then we heard Coach Hunter talk about these two games a little bit in the interview, but great game against Belgrade Brunel Rosa in the subsection championship. Knights were down late. Mitch Dewey hit a big 3 to give them the lead and a couple late free throws on the way to victory. 71-68. Cam Anderson 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Ben Bai had 18, and then Mitch Dewey had 4 threes to go along with his 16 points. And then the Knights won the section championship against Ada Borup West. That was at the Otter Fieldhouse last week, and it was a 60-56 win. 20 points for Ben Bai, and Cam Anderson had a double-double with 12 points and 10 assists in that one. Heritage Christian, they won the Section 4A championship. Their path was a victory in the quarterfinals against Higher Ground Academy, 80-75. Then they beat Avail Academy in the semis, 78-61. And last Friday in the Section 4A championship, beat West Lutheran, 85-74. Interesting game there. They led 44-19 at the half. They had a 25-point lead, and then West Lutheran cut it all the way down to 6 and ended up with the 85-74 win and on to the state tournament. Well, they're introducing all the players here at Target Center, and we're going to take a break. And when we return, we'll introduce our starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. So we'll take that time out. This is the state high school basketball tournament in the West Central Area Knights on Real Rock Z103.
We're here with Ryan from Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, Ryan, what's your favorite part of creating memorials of stone?
Keeping a family's historical record of ancestors and where they came from. I get to help create an idea that embodies entire lives and even generations of family. Knowing that people are going to gather around a memorial and tell stories about individuals so that our children know where they came from and what was important to them. Fergus Falls Monument Company is the only local place to manufacture those memories in stone.
Fergus Falls Monument, serving the community for 137 years.
To manage your business profitably, you need the right financial data, advice, and services. Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company can provide you with the accounting, bookkeeping, tax, business counseling, payroll, and other business services you need most. You'll have more time to run your business and enjoy your family time. Congratulations to the West Central Area boys basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state from Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company, with locations in Fergus Falls and Elbow Lake.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls has a fantastic starting lineup. 7 new brands to choose from and pre-owned vehicles too. Plus, Nelson's starting lineup of sales, service, and support personnel are a team you can count on. From your first vehicle to college grad programs through your changing life, Nelson Auto Center helps make your time on the road a rewarding experience. Nelson Auto Center, Ford, Lincoln, Ram, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and GMC. Their starting lineup salute yours.
Back here courtside at Target Center, the West Central Area Knights in the quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Boys Classic Tournament. It's time to introduce our starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. We'll start out with Heritage Christian Academy, one of the random draws in this tournament, the Section 4A champions at 21-7 on the year. We got a few assorted stats on the Eagles. Starting a 6'1 junior, number 0 at 19 points per game, Josh Soke, a 6-foot junior. 13 points per game, number 2, Jonah Moulton. 6'3 junior, number 4, averaging 13 points per game, Owen Haig. A 5'10 sophomore, 7 points per game, number 23, Griffin Booms. And 6'4 junior, number 30, Abu Tarawali, averaging 14 points and 10 rebounds per game. Tim Herman, in his 20th season as the head coach of the Eagles of Heritage Christian Academy, career record 298 and 242. For the West Central Area Knights, the 2 seed in the tournament, the number 2 rated team in Class A Minnesota basketball at 27-3. The Knights are the Section 6A champions. And starting at guard, 6'1 senior, number 0, Cam Anderson. Cam at 15 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds per game. Thanks to Coach Craig Hunter for providing us with statistics for the broadcast today as well. At guard, 5'11 senior, number 11, Mitch Dewey. Mitch, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals per game. At a guard, 5'9 senior, number 12, Naz Dots, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals a game. At forward, a 6'5 junior, number 3, Ben Bai. Ben's at 15 points and 9 rebounds per game. And at forward, a 6'1 senior, number 20, Bryce Chesbo. Bryce at 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Craig Hunter, the head coach of the West Central Area Knights, in his 28th season with a record of 429 and 277. He's assisted by John Nelson, Brian Chesbo, and Bradley Westrom. And that is today's starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center on Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. Well, for more than a century, the Minnesota State High School League has sponsored one of the most comprehensive programs of interscholastic activities in the United States. Activities that involve more than 500 member schools, 300,000 students, 23,000 coaches, and 9,000 contest officials and judges. The Minnesota State High School League, helping students reach their goals in and out of the classroom since 1916. Now they're just finishing up announcing the Knights here. There's Naz Dots getting announced as we're moments away. We're going to take one quick timeout, and we'll be back with the opening tip-off here from Target Center after this. This is the West Central Area Knights on Real Rock Z103.
Are you in need of top quality lumber and exceptional service? Look no further than Everett's Lumber. Proudly serving the Lakes area since 1882. For over a century, they've been the go-to destination for builders, contractors, and homeowners alike. At Everett's Lumber, they don't just sell lumber, they provide solutions. Their experienced team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect products for your project, whether it's a simple repair or a major renovation. Visit Everett's Lumber Battle Lake today and experience the unique difference that over a century of excellence can make.
All right, here we go. Moments away from tipping it off. And, yeah, looking forward to seeing these Knights play. Always a little bit undersized. They got Ben by in the middle, but they're gonna come out and defend, play hard, play together, and we'll see how it goes here this afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see if they go to the full court press like Coach Hunter was talking. In both teams, the Knights really have a nice somewhat advantage in terms of they've got 4 players between 13 and 15 points, and you really can't focus on anyone. And on the other hand, Heritage Christian, they've got 4 players also, but they do have a 19-point shooter, point guard in Soke, and he probably, the way it sounds, is the real key to their attack.
And the ball is tipped, controlled by the Knights. West Central in their black uniforms today has the basketball. Mitch Dewey over to Cam Anderson, and far side, it is Dots. Now they go on the dribble, bounces it to Ben By. Man-to-man defense here for the Eagles. Dewey, left side. Now on the drive, a handoff. Cam Anderson floating 5-footer off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Heritage Christian. We already got a number change on the drive. Number 0, Soke, steps on the end line. Turnover for Heritage Christian.
Really had some good movement, ball and personnel for West Central on that first possession. If they keep that up, they could probably break down the defense at some point.
Knights with the ball into the post. It goes to Ben By. Loses it for a moment. Knocked away. And there's going to be a reach-in foul on the Eagles. So first foul of the game has been called. And it's going to go on Owen Haig, his first. And Cam Anderson will inbound it for West Central area. Bounce pass into Ben By. Double team. Gathers, though, goes up and finishes. Knights with the lead. 2-0 on our Park Region scoreboard.
The key to that was patience. He caught the ball, didn't rush it, could have been blocked, had a little pump fake, and then took his time and made these shots.
Zone pressure, full court from the Knights. The Eagles get it into the front court. And Soke with it over on the corner to the baseline. Pull up, 8-footer in and out. No good by Moulton. And the rebound tracked down by Naz Dots for West Central area. Lob pass, Anderson underneath. By finishes underneath the hoop.
Really nice pass that time, but it was a better catch. Had to go high under the basket and a good finish.
That's some trust there, knowing probably teammates that have played a long time together. Well, he can handle that pass, I'll throw it, and Ben By did. 3-pointer in the corner is good. Knocking it down for the Eagles. That was Jonah Moulton. And it's 4-3, West Central area by 1. 16:20 to play first half. Cam Anderson on the drive. There's another floating shot. No good. Ben By, though, gets the offensive rebound. Mitch Dewey lets the 3 go. That's off the front of the rim. No good. And the weak side rebound to Soke for Heritage Christian. Left-hand dribble for Soke. Working against Dots. Dots, one of the strong perimeter defenders for the Knights. And Soke, he's on Soke, who averages 19 a game. Now inside. Tarawali goes up. Bank shot, no good. Ball tipped around. Naz Dots with the rebound. Here is Dots. Passes up the floor. Deflected. And do the Eagles save it? They can't quite save it. Before they stepped out of bounds, it was Haig who tried to track it down.
Risky pass by Dots that time, but boy, if that would have been completed through traffic on transition, that would have been, he just set the crowd on fire on that one, because that would have been a great play. But they come out with the ball, and right now we'll see how West Central's going to attack. They're kind of in a flat set there.
And they do inbound. It comes into Chesbo. Bryce Chesbo across to Dots. And Dots back to Chesbo, top of the key. Left-hand drive, steps through, goes up. Contact, no call. And it's deflected out of bounds, and it is off of the Eagles. That Knights probably deserved that one. Look from our angle, that might have been some contact there. And West Central area will keep possession and inbound. And Cam Anderson goes to the corner to Mitch Dewey. Back to Anderson on the baseline. Backing his way in. Now looking for a teammate. Comes way up top to Dewey. Over goes the dots to the corner. Cam Anderson. 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass all the way across. Chesbo shot fake. 2 dribbles. Back out. Anderson straight on 3. He's got it.
Yeah, Heritage really defended well there, and then they broke down at the end and gave up a wide-open 3 from the top of the key.
Knights by 4. Soke dribbles through the pressure, goes into the corner. Here's Moulton to the short corner. Soke, 2 dribbles left, all the way over to Haig on the baseline. Tough double clutch shot, couldn't get it. And Chesbo with a rebound for the Knights. Here comes Mitch Dewey up the left side. Now he'll retreat back. Good pressure defense by Griffin Booms of the Eagles. Now Cam Anderson between the legs on the dribble. Goes toward the right baseline. Double team, soft double team up to Dewey. Mitch, left-hand drive, gets by one man. Tough scoop, couldn't get it to go. And the ball tipped around. It comes to Soke. Here comes Soke up the left side. Right to left on the dribble. All the way across, and Dewey comes up with a steal. Soke got a little bit of trouble. The pass might have been deflected. Now inside. Now the Knights have it intercepted as Anderson's pass is picked off by Soke. In transition, going up, getting the basket, and drawing the foul on a tough drive in transition was Owen Haig.
Yeah, it looked like he got tripped just as he went up, was able to English the ball off the backboard, and really nice body control and nice play.
Bryce Chesbo picks up the Knights' first foul of the game, and Owen Haig gets his first basket, 7-5. The Knights lead by 2 on the Park Region scoreboard. And Haig, 63% free throw shooter. Lefty off the front of the rim, no good. And Dots with a rebound for West Central area. Gets it up to Cam Anderson. Anderson on the right wing. Bounce pass to Chesbo. Out it comes to Ben by. Fakes left, comes back right. Now Chesbo wants the 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Weak side rebound. Cam Anderson rips it away. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball first. And possession error will be in favor of the Eagles. Knights with some substitutions. Dots and Chesbo will come out. Into the game, Marshall Dewey, 6'2 sophomore. Also in is 5'11 junior Sam Hansen. And the Knights will come with some full court zone pressure here.
Yeah, the Knights have been pressing when they score, and of course a dead ball, they can get set up in their zone press. And then they drop back into a 2-3 zone, which they've been kind of living on.
Here's Booms on the drive. They break the press, and Booms gets in the lane. And a little jumper from 8 feet is good, and we're all tied up 7 apiece. Cam Anderson now. Right to left on the dribble. That was a tough, quick move. Gathers, pulls up, bakes in. What a beauty by Cam Anderson.
Anderson's got long arms, and he started right and whipped it back to his left hand, covering about 6 feet and wide open to the basket.
And now Tarawali loses it. Mitch Dewey comes up with a steal. Here comes Mitch. He'll crank the 3 left side off the heel. No good. Long rebound. It's loose, and coming up with it is Soke for Heritage Christian. That Cam Anderson you mentioned before, he's made some unbelievable passes this year. Fun to watch on the drive. The shot for the Eagles, no good. Tarawali, he saves it, and it comes back to Tarawali, but then he walked with it. A little bit of chaos there, and I think Tarawali was surprised to come back to the ball. He saved it, and the ball tipped back to him.
Yes, sometimes you have some play that just you don't know how it's going to end up, and just have to take your time and let the officials sort it out. So
9-7, West Central area with the lead on the Park Region scoreboard. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report coming up here in just a bit. It's Sam Hansen with the ball. Up top, they swing it over, back to Cam Anderson. In the middle, Ben By tries to shuffle it to Marshall Dewey, but it's deflected by Tarawali and stolen. Second West Central area turnover. Left-hand drive going up, and another traveling violation as Aaron Palmer drove to the left baseline. He got cut off and dragged his pivot foot.
And both teams are zoning. We see West Central coming back on a 2-3. Christian Heritage Academy sits in their 1-2-2 zone. Probably the bread and butter for both teams are their zone defense.
Now the Knights turn it over. Pass into Marshall Dewey is knocked away. And now losing it, but getting it back is Booms. Gets it to Tarawali. Tarawali, nice pass underneath. Easy layup is good for Aaron Palmer. his first field goal, all tied up again at 9. 12:05 to play, first half. Cash Nelson had checked in on that last dead ball for the Knights. He thinks about the shot. One dribble to the baseline. All the way back out to Hansen. Sam, jump stop in the middle. Nelson fires the three. He hits it. Coming in right off the bench moments later. Cash Nelson knocks it in.
That's what you want, too, is that good, hard penetration, drawing everybody inside and kick it for the three. Well done.
Tarawali, 15-footer off the front of the rim. No good. It's Sam Hansen with the board for the Knights. Here comes Hansen. Right side, Mitch Dewey. He's on the near far sideline. Goes into the corner to his brother Marshall. One dribble left back to Mitch. And now way up top. Sam Hansen between the legs on the dribble. Zone defense, left side. Nelson again for three, no good. Long rebound, tipped around. Marshall Dewey comes up with it. Mitch Dewey, the deep three off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds, and it will go to Heritage Christian.
Yeah, Mitch a little farther out than he probably wanted to be, probably 4 or 5 feet, and then he left us short on the front edge of the rim. But he... looking forward to him hitting his first one and getting off the snide a little bit.
Yeah, he's it's sometimes too. That was a deep one. That was a few feet back for him, and he's got that range. But sometimes with these lines, it's a little different feel for it when you have lines out there that you're not used to seeing. Right to left on the drive. Soke swings it over into the corner, spinning back. And kicking it back out, it was Jesper Sinstelen into the game. Now Soke, across it goes. On the drive is Boom, spins right, double team. Good conversion by the Knight defense there. Into the post, Tarawali against Bai. Trying to step through, kicks it out. Haig on the drive, goes up, blocked from behind by Bai, but it's rebounded by Sinstelen for Heritage Christian. And now 24 second. That's fitting here at Target Center.
It is. That's what.
But 35-second shot clock violation. So on the drive, Haig's shot was blocked, and of course that doesn't reset it unless it hits the rim. And already Heritage Christian with 6 turnovers in the game, as the Knights lead at 12-9. 10.5 minutes to play, first half. Cam Anderson's back in. Mitch and Marshall Dewey came out. Dots is back in. Now Cash Nelson, left-hand drive right to the hoop. Tough reverse shot. Goes up off near the top of the glass, but Ben Bai gets the rebound. Straight on for three. Cam Anderson knocks it down. Anderson with 8. And the Knights have their biggest lead of the game of 6, 15-9. Now Soke is fouled as the Knights try to converge and double team him. And he goes to the ground, pops back up.
And Dots really has been doing a great job on Soke, controlling his penetration. And that time he came flying up the court. And when you have a great guard with that kind of speed, you just have to give ground. And the Knights tried to matador it a little bit and ended up with a tripping call. But for the most part, Dots has done a great job with him.
Knights in his own defense, and now they almost stole it, but going for the steal. Cam Anderson picks up the foul, his first team third. 9:53 to play. So right now for the Knights, as Marshall and Mitch Dewey came right back in, it's Dots, the Deweys, Chesbo back in, and Cam Anderson. On the drive, they kick it over. Three-pointer, Haig, no good. And good rebound, Chesbo. And then there's going to be a reach-in foul on the rebound on Heritage Christian. Alexandria's playing over at Williams Arena right now in the semifinals of the Class 3A tournament. Let me see if I can get a quick score on that. And they are playing Mankato East. They are down 51-48 with just under 5 minutes to play in the game. The Cardinals were up 14-0 in that game. And it looks like the Cardinals were down by 9, but they've cut it back. Well, they've cut it back to 3 now, 51-48. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Knights with the ball, leading 15-9. And there's a lob pass behind the defense. Chesbo gathers, and he draws the foul.
That time the Christian had the ball on the right side, and they set a little seal pick on the zone down on the opposite side and lobbed it to a player cutting on the baseline, and didn't quite get the execution they wanted, but they did draw the foul.
And that foul is on Douglas Cooper, who had just checked in to the game. And Bryce Chesbo will shoot two, looking for his first point of the game. Nothing but net. Into the game, Ben Bai's coming back in. And Marshall Dewey will come out. 16-9, West Central area by 7. Winner will move on to play tomorrow at Williams Arena against the winner of the next game here, Fertile Beltrami and Goodhue. Second free throw is no good. And the rebound tracked down by Palmer for the Eagles. Griffin Booms into the front court. Guarded by Cam Anderson. Right hand drive, hands it off. Gets it over to Douglas Cooper. Now up top. Haig with it. Couple times between the legs. Knights back man-to-man. Over it goes on the far wing. Moulton inside. They kick it out. Three-pointer. Booms now drives instead and gets to the hoop and finishes. I thought he loaded the three. We get blocked out by the official every once in a while. And he drove right to the hoop. Good drive. 4 for Booms. 16-11. Knights by 5 on the drive. Anderson floater in and out, no good. And rebound goes to Palmer for the Eagles. Quickly up the floor. Here's Haig right to the hoop and trying to take the charge. He got it. Great play by Chesbo. Getting set, taking the charge. We're going the other way.
Christian Heritage will push the ball. We've certainly seen that off the boards. The Knights have to make sure they're getting back defensively and not just getting back. They have to actually stop the ball and make sure they do. This time they took a charge on an out-of-control offensive player.
And it was Owen Haig will have to come out of the game now with his second foul. And fourth team foul on the Eagles. 16-11, West Central area leading. 8:35 to play until our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Cash Nelson now in. Knights shuffling people in and out quickly here. Dewey pass inside. Now Anderson's free throw line jumper is blocked by Palmer, and Palmer gathers the rebound. I don't think Cam saw him anywhere. And he came with those long arms and had the block. Soke, pull up 18-footer is good. Oh, they calling it a three. I thought he was on the line there.
I thought so too.
But it will be a three. Or was it Moulton? That was a three-pointer anyway. 16-14 underneath Anderson, and Cam finishes. Cam Anderson has 10, and it's 18-14. West Central area with the lead. Soke working against the pressure. Comes right side, Booms on the drive. Floating 10-footer hard off the glass, no good. Terawali, the offensive rebound, gathers, goes up, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound tracked down by Dots for West Central. There's the interior defense of Ben Bai that Coach Hunter was talking about. Bai gets it underneath. Strong move, couldn't get it to go. Gets the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
That was a good push that time by the Knights, bringing the ball up the court. A couple of good passes, and then a little head fake and go to the rim, and missed the easy first shot, and then got fouled on the tough second one.
Yeah, that three a while back for Heritage Christian. It was Soke who got it. As I look up on the stats on the scoreboard here. So 18-14 is the score. West Central area leading, 7:27 to play first half. Ben Bai's free throw is good. Ben with 5 points in the game. Now Dots back in. And Sam Hansen comes out. Knights right now with Mitch Dewey, Cam Anderson, Ben Bai, Cash Nelson, and Naz Dots. Marshall Dewey, well, he's going to come in. Not quite yet, as the second free throw is no good. And Palmer with a rebound for the Eagles. Up the floor. It's Booms back out. Soke. Reverse dribble. Now dumps it underneath Terawali. Double team goes up in traffic. He's short, gets his own rebound, and he puts that one back up and in. He's a big body in the middle there.
He's huge. Nice pass that time. Terawali fumbled the ball at first, but then was still able with his strength to convert the short shot.
Cash Nelson for three, no good. Ball tipped around. Ben Bai comes up with it. Now Nelson across. Mitch Dewey open for three. Off the rim. Rims around, no good. It's tipped out of bounds off of the Knights. And the Eagles will get the ball. 6:48 to play. Marshall Dewey is in. Bai will come out. And Bryce Cheswo's back in as Cash Nelson comes out. Knights lead at 19-16.
Yeah, Mitch Dewey was just a little bit short on that three again, and once again, if he hits that first one, and West Central in their press, and they're really favoring the point guard, Soke.
And Soke into the front court, penetrates, step through, swings it over. It's Haig, and he shuffled his feet, traveling violation on Owen Haig. 8th turnover for Heritage Christian, and there's I think kind of an example. The Knights really swarm defensively, and they just get you moving a little faster than you want.
That travel call was by referee Darrell Olson right in front of us here, and it was a good call.
Alexandria down 56-50 with 2:20 to go over at Williams Arena in the Class 3A semifinal against Mankato East. Knights with the ball. Dots comes back up to Mitch Dewey. And Mitch swings it over to Dots in the lane. Chesbo, right shoulder turn, step through, goes up, didn't get the roll, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with West Central area. And Ben by a quick break. He'll come back in. And Marshall Dewey will come out.
That time, West Central found themselves attacking a man-to-man defense shown by Christian Heritage, so they've been mixing it up a little bit.
19-16, Knights by 3. Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up in just a little bit as they kick it out. Chesbo straight on. Three-pointer, good. Good drive there by Dots, and he kicked it straight back out, and Chesbo stepped right in and hit it.
It's not the first time West Central has done a good job of penetrating and kicking, and that's been really good for them.
Knights match their biggest lead. They're up by 6, 22-16. Now Palmer on the perimeter, lost it. Goes in the corner, comes back out. Here's Soke against Dewey. Right-hand drive, pull up, 12-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the board underneath between Tarawali and Bai, and it goes off of Bai. And Heritage Christian will get it. Sam Hansen is back in, and Anderson will come out. Knights with that depth, they'll shuttle people in and out pretty quickly, keep their bodies fresh. As Jonah Moulton inbounds for the Eagles. All the way, and it's intercepted by Hansen.
It was just a pass directly in the passing lane. He threw it right to him.
So 9 turnovers for Heritage Christian. 6-point Knight lead by between the legs on the dribble. Hands off to Dots. Nas on underneath the hoop, swings it over to Chesbo up top. Straight on, Hansen for 3. He's got it. And the Knights have their biggest lead of the game. It's a 9-point lead on our Park Region scoreboard. Sam's first field goal. They break the press quickly up the floor. Bank shot too strong. Rebound comes to Chesbo. Now here come the Knights quickly up the floor. Mitch Dewey right to left. Top of the key. Goes to Dots. Right-hand dribble. Bounce pass underneath. Nice pass to Bai. Misses the shot but draws the foul. And Dots is having a nice game in a lot of different ways here for the Knights.
Penetration set it up. That was a nice, tough bounce pass entry that got in there. But Knights have been really shooting the perimeter shot here at three-point range and been pretty versatile, going inside, going outside, and they've been looking real good on their offensive end, too.
Ben Bai's free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Mitch Dewey will come out. Cam Anderson's back in. Tarawali comes out. Owen Haig checks back in for the Eagles. Ben Bai, 5 points. Got him with 3 rebounds in the game. At Minnesota Motor Company, they know every decision they make affects every mile you drive. Trust the experts at Minnesota Motor who will bring us our halftime report. Free throw is missed by again. It's deflected out of bounds, though, and West Central will keep it.
And West Central was outsized. They had 2 players on the one post player for Christian, and they just got a break there because it was hard work, hard effort, and it paid off for them.
Knights leading by 9 inbound. The ball knocked away, but Hansen comes up with it. Bounce pass to Anderson. Goes up. Blocked from behind by Palmer. And rebounded by Palmer. He's had a nice defensive game for the Eagles. Now Soke, double team. It's knocked away. Anderson with a steal. Spinning. Dishes. Dots goes up and finishes.
That was a great effort on the Knights' part. My goodness. Shared the ball at the end, too.
Cam Anderson, a beautiful assist. Dots gives the Knights a double-digit lead, and there's another turnover. Hansen, lead pass. Anderson scoops up the layup. Might have been goaltending that they didn't get. But Anderson with a basket. Timeout called by Tim Herman. The Knights are pumped, and they lead at 29-16.
And that steal on a sprint, Soke was coming up and was poked away and went off his foot forward right to the Knights player, and they were off to the races the other way.
Well, we're going to take a timeout. Knights on a roll. They've scored 10 in a row, and they lead at 29-16 on our Park Region scoreboard. Back with more West Central area basketball after this.
When it comes to knee pain, everybody's story is different. Lifestyle, existing conditions, past injuries, they all play a part. You know your knees and their story. And the orthopedic team at Lake Region Healthcare knows how to help you find options to address the pain they're putting you through. If knee pain is affecting your comfort, mobility, and overall well-being, let's craft a personalized plan for you. Learn more at lrhc.org/knee options.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes away or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to the West Central Area boys basketball team at State from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
Well, defense has been the name of the game for the Knights here, as it pretty much has all season long. They've forced 10 Heritage Christian Academy turnovers, and that's been leading directly into some couple baskets straight before the break here. And they are on a 10-0 run, lead at 29-16 with 4:25 to play first half. And now more full court pressure from West Central area. Up the right side, they get it to Palmer. Bounce pass to Haig. Haig trying to go up, stripped from behind by Hansen, and it did go off of Haig and out of bounds, and more turnovers. 11th of the game for the Eagles.
And that's really a key stat right there as far as the Eagles. They've been turning it over, especially recently now in the game. And Knights have been real aggressive defending, too. But the Eagles, or the Christian Academy, just has to take a little better care of the ball, or the Knights are going to make them pay.
13-point Knight lead, 29-16. Great play there by Sam Hansen, stripping it when it looked like Haig might get a basket. Now Dots left side, Mitch Dewey, shot fake, dribble the right wing, comes back up to Anderson. Bounce pass in the post to Bai, hands it back to Anderson. He's now dribbling under the hoop. Dewey, Mitch open for three, in and out, no good. And Palmer with the board. Right there for Mitch, couldn't get it. And now Soke will bring it into the front court for the Eagles. Far side it goes. And it's Booms directing some traffic. Knights man-to-man defense. Dribbles to the right wing, right in front of us here, courtside at Target Center. Dots all over him, knocked away. On the drive, curling into lane, and Booms finishes. Well, Dots almost stole it, and he knocked it away. And when Booms recovered, that gave him the avenue to get to the hoop.
So it was great defense, and then just the deflection allowed them to get to the rim.
Now there's going to be a reach-in foul on the Eagles as Anderson drove to the hoop down the left side. And that is going to be the 7th foul and send Cam Anderson to the free throw line. And it's on Jesper Sinstelen, his second. Abu Tarawal is back in for Heritage Christian as Palmer will come out. 29-18, West Central area with the lead. And if your windshield needs replacing, contact the experts at Minnesota Motor Company. They'll bring us our halftime report here in just a little bit. Looks like Cam Anderson, maybe they drew a little bit of blood here, and they're trying to. West Central area is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30 as well. Knights lead it 29-18 here at Target Center in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. Back with more state tournament basketball on Real Rock Z103.
Are you in need of top quality lumber and exceptional service? Look no further than Everett's Lumber. Proudly serving the Lakes area since 1882. For over a century, they've been the go-to destination for builders, contractors, and homeowners alike. At Everett's Lumber, they don't just sell lumber, they provide solutions. Their experienced team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect products for your project, whether it's a simple repair or a major renovation. Visit Everett's Lumber Battle Lake today and experience the unique difference that over a century of excellence can make.
Knights lead at 29-18 over Heritage Christian with 3:17 to play. Cam Anderson got maybe a cut covered up, and he'll be stay in the game here to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Cam at Already he's got a dozen in the game. I got him with 3 assists, and he makes that free throw. Great start to the game for Cam Anderson. Averages 15 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds per game. And the Knights up by a dozen. Alexandria trailing 62-57 to Mankato East with 44 seconds to play over at Williams Arena, as the second free throw by Anderson is good. 14 for Cam Anderson. Sam Hansen back in. Anderson will come out. 31-18, West Central area by 13. And I don't know what we got going, a little delay here. Yeah, officials, all the teams are kind of heading back towards their benches here. So I don't know. They're over. I think there's maybe some blood on the floor. That's what's it. So we got a trainer coming out to wipe it up here. But hey, so far, the Knight defense, they were pressing early. They weren't getting a lot out of it as Heritage was breaking it, and then you slowly chip away, and now they got some momentum. They're getting steals, they're getting deflections, and their defense has been the catalyst here today.
That's a great point on the press, because you can press, and even if you don't get the steal the first time, second time, third time, whatever it is, as long as they don't get to the basket on you, you keep doing it, because they got to break it every time. Just because they do it once, twice, 3 times doesn't mean they can handle it. And the Knights have kept it up, and they have turned it over quite a bit recently on the press, and they're at it again right now.
And here's the pressure, and they just barely get it over in time. Now right to the hoop. He gets the basket, and he draws the foul. Hansen tried to take the charge. He didn't get it that time. And going to the free throw line will be Owen Haig. That was nearly a 10-second violation.
And it was nearly a turnover. It was a game of inches. That pass was high. And at 6'4", he went up and got it, just fingertip controlled it, and was able to go right to the rim.
Sam Hansen picks up his fourth team foul on the Knights. Dots comes out. Cam Anderson is back in. So the Knights right now with Hansen, Anderson, Chesbo, Bai, and Mitch Dewey on the floor. Haig's free throw is good. He's got 5 in the game, and it's a 10-point West Central lead, 31-21. As Palmer comes back in, Haig comes out. And Cam Anderson, I think he had a bloody nose there for a moment. He's got his nose plugged up here, ready to go. As he takes the handoff, there's a flare screen. Dewey, Mitch open. It is good.
Got it.
There's that flare. Set that flare screen up, and Mitch got it off in a hurry.
And that was a couple feet beyond the line also, and that'll get them going.
Back to 13-point lead for West Central area, 34-21. They got Cam Anderson 4 assists. Mitch Dewey knocks it away, but tracking it down again is Booms. Now he's on the drive all the way to the basket and finishes.
Almost had the steal at midcourt. 2 guys going for the ball. It's a breakdown situation, and he recovered and went all the way to the rim from half court.
And getting fouled on the right-hand drive is Anderson. Yeah, there's last 2 possessions, the Knights were inches from getting the turnover going the other way, and then it kind of opened up the avenue for the Eagles to get to the basket.
You often see that when it's kind of a scrum or there's a little bit of a loose ball and players are chasing it. You break your defense down because you might take a step towards the offensive end or a step towards trying to get the ball. And if opposition recovers, oftentimes they have a chance to score.
And Cam Anderson on the front end of the 1-on-1 makes the free throw. The foul was on Abu Tarawali, his second. Team 8th, and Cam Anderson, how about a half for Cam Anderson? He got number 16th point right there. He's already more than his average as a top scorer for the Knights. As Naz Dots comes back in, Chesbo comes out, and Drew Sather is in for the first time for the Eagles as Tarawali will come out. Full court pressure from the Knights, leading 36-23. 2:20 to play first half. Into the front court, it's Soke. Bounce pass over into the corner. They go across, and it's intercepted, tipped away. Dots with a steal. Up to Mitch Dewey. Little Euro step for Dewey. He's got it. That was nice by Mitch. That was a big Euro step. That got him the advantage.
It slowed.
As now has knocked away another turnover here as the Knights defense continuing to cause problems for the Eagles.
That little Euro step by Mitch, it actually slowed Mitch down just enough so the defender went by him.
Yep.
And then he cut in front of him to finish the step, and really a nice move.
And Mitch has the ball. The Knights have their biggest lead of the game of 15, 38-23. There's a little slip underneath the bend by, and he lost it out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off a bye. And only the Knights' fourth turnover of the game.
That is really exceptional. 4 turnovers, and that's a big difference in the half compared to, 11 for Christian?
I got him at 13 at this point now.
Yep. Christian Academy, yeah.
Chesbo back in. Hansen comes out as Coach Hunter continues to just shuttle people in and out and keeping those legs fresh, and something you want to do in a 3-day tournament. As full court pressure here, zone pressure, Soke. Double team, bounce pass to Booms. He penetrates, goes to Haig in the corner. Lefty fires the 3, hits it. So Haig now, he's having a nice game with 8 points. And it's a 12-point Knight lead, 38-26. Cam Anderson, ball screen moving left in the lane. Comes back out. Chesbo straight on. 3-pointer, he answers.
They are shooting it.
Chesbo with a pair of 3s and 7. Give Cam Anderson his 5th assist with my unofficial stats on the drive. Soke kicks it out. 3-pointer is short by Moulton, and it goes out of bounds, and the Knights will get it. 1:05 to play. First half, 41-26, West Central area with the lead. And Cam Anderson will inbound to Naz Dots. And Dots will bring it into the front court. Working against Owen Haig. Bounce pass left side, bend by, dribbles right, comes to Anderson. Anderson, left-hand drive, turning the corner, scoops up the shot, couldn't get it to go. And Palmer with a rebound, his 7th of the game for the Eagles. Booms, right side, Moulton. Cut off by Dewey. Mitch knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles with 44 seconds to play in the half. Tarawali, big man coming back in for Heritage Christian as Haig comes out. Box end out here for Heritage Christian Academy. And Moulton will inbound. He's guarded by Dewey. Moulton looking, bounce pass underneath. Tarawali gathers, goes up, and finishes. Yeah, that one was a little too easy that time.
Yeah, it was. But it wasn't a breakdown by the Knights. They were there in the passing lane. The little odd pass was perfect, and Tarawali used his strength. But they defended as well as they could. They just couldn't finish it off.
Cam Anderson back out. Dewey again, and he nets it. Mitch Dewey hits the 3. Just like you said, he needed one to go.
Yeah, I like that. He turned and looked at the hometown crowd. You got to like that.
Up by 16, 44-28. Now another turnover. Steal by Chesbo. Mitch Dewey up the left side. He swings it over to Anderson. Cam on the drive. 4 to play in the half. To Dewey. Mitch shot fake. Step back. He lets it fly. It's short. And Mitch might have got fouled there. Yeah. They didn't make the call. You could see it from our angle, kind of the awkward movement of his arm, but officials didn't see it. And in any event, a great half here for the West Central area Knights to start off their state tournament. They lead it on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard, 44-28 here in this quarterfinal round of the Minnesota Class A Boys State Tournament. So we're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with our Minnesota Motor halftime report. Dings and dents happen. Contact the body shop at Minnesota Motor Company to get the kinks worked out. Knights lead it 44-28. Back with our Minnesota Motor halftime report after this.
Minnesota Motor Company has Buicks. Many dealerships in our area no longer sell new Buicks, so Minnesota Motor Company is proud to be able to offer the sale and service of these great vehicles to you. Right now, take advantage of the model year closeouts and save over $5,000 on a 2023 Buick Envision Avenir. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Your locally owned pharmacy.
When you aren't feeling well and need to fill a prescription or get a refill, it's important to have a pharmacy you can rely on. A pharmacy that's available and dependable. Trum Drug would like to congratulate the West Central Area Boys basketball team on a phenomenal season and best of luck at state.
Your locally owned
If you're looking to tackle your next big project, look no further than Riverside Rental LLC, located in Barrett. They've got everything you need to get the job done right, from mini excavators to skid loader attachments, trailers, and more. You can find them online at riversiderentalmn.com or check them out on Facebook at Riverside Rental LLC. Let Riverside Rental LLC be your partner in success. Quality equipment, unbeatable service. Your project starts here. Congratulations to the Knights on a successful season, and best of luck at State.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
Attention, fans of the court. All rise, because this is your moment to cheer on the West Central Area Knights boys basketball team. From the buzzer-beating shots to the relentless defense, these young athletes have shown true grit and determination. And now as they embark on their journey to victory, let's shower them with your support and cheers. Congratulations to the West Central Area Knights for their incredible accomplishments, and nothing but the best of luck at the state tournament. From Marshall Law Office in Kent and Colleen Marshall.
It's our Minnesota Motor halftime report. The Knights are rolling here in the here at the half in the first round of the Class A Minnesota Boys State Tournament here at Target Center. They're leading 44-28 over Heritage Christian Academy. Jason Retzloff and Dave Retzloff with you here this afternoon. And yeah, Knights, they came in, they looked confident. Maybe a little bit of a slow start offensively, but that turned in a hurry as their offense and defense kind of worked hand in hand to build this big lead.
Yeah, I think defensively, you look at Christian Academy, they've got 2 guards that can really handle the ball, fast, penetrate, and hard to go after. But you don't back off from what you do well, what you've done all year, and that's the press, even though they have those handlers. And I think the last, let's say, 10 minutes of this half, the press really has been a factor, not just in the backcourt steals, but in transitioning down. And then the Knights, when there's a cross-court pass, whatever, they get a hand on it and deflect it, and they're off the other way. So I think that's one big thing. I think the second thing is how well the Knights have shot it. And they've shot it well. I think Mitch Dewey was probably 0 for 3 or 4, and now he's hit a couple right at the end. And even without him hitting early, the Knights are still hitting the 3-point shots.
Yeah, they're 8 for 16 in the first half from 3. Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it every time. And they've done a good job of getting those. Oftentimes, it's been penetration into the middle of the zone and then the kick to the outside. And that nice direct pass from down inside the free throw line area to the outside is a perfect way to shoot a threes, to catch it facing the basket and let it fly. They've done a great job of that too.
You know, everyone's been playing well here in the first half, but offensively, look at Cam Anderson, 16.6 assists here in the first half. Not only scoring, knocking down a couple threes, creating, making free throws, and then on the other side you have Heritage Christian Academy, Josh Soke, who averages 19 a game, and Naz Dotz has been guarding him most of the night, and he's held them to 3 points. And it was a three-pointer, and the scouting report on him is he is a drive-first, explosive-type player. So the Knights and Naz Dotz in particular doing a great job on him.
And that is a team effort, too, to try and control a great player, you know, like Soke. But Dotz really has kind of been an unsung hero that you, unless you're coaching or on the team, on the staff, whatever, he's done a lot of things out there really nice tonight, setting up teammates on the offensive end and then defending on this end and creating havoc that way. So all in all, just a great half for the Knights. I don't think it could be drawn up any better by Craig Hunter as how he'd like to see this game go.
44-28 to score at the half. West Central Area leading Heritage Christian Academy. It's our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. And their service department conveniently open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's our Minnesota Motor halftime report. We'll take another timeout. And you're listening to the West Central Area Knights in the state tournament here on Real Rock Z103.
The Silverado inventory is building at Minnesota Motor Company, and that means the prices are going down. Save up to $8,000 on a Silverado half-ton truck when you trade in a vehicle. Looking for a low interest rate? Well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% APR when they finance with GM Financial. Contact the sales team for details. Customer must trade into 2010 model year or newer vehicle. Not available with lease or some other offers.
Minnesota Motor. This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights.
Your number one West Central Area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Back here at Target Center, it's our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report, and West Central Area leading Heritage Christian Academy 44-28. And let's take a look at some of the stats here from the first half. The Knights have shot 44% from the field on 15 to 34 shooting. Heritage Christian has actually shot better at 48%. They've just had 9 less field goal attempts, which is going to come back to the turnover number, which we will have in a moment. Heritage Christian 3 for 5 on threes. The Knights 8 for 16. West Central has made 6 out of 10 free throws, where the Eagles have made 1 of 2. Heritage Christian with a slight rebounding edge, 19 to 17, but the big number of the first half. Only 4 turnovers for West Central Area, 15 for the Eagles, as the Knights have forced turnover after turnover. On the individual scoring, Cam Anderson leads all scorers with 16 for West Central, 8 for Mitch Dewey, 7 for Bryce Chesbo, 5 for Ben Bai, 3 apiece for Sam Hansen and Cash Nelson, and 2 for Naz Dots. On the assist totals, Cam Anderson with 6 assists to lead all playmakers. Dots with 3 assists, Chesbo with 2 assists. On the boards, the Knights are led by Dots the Knights are led by Ben Bai, who has 4, 3 apiece for Chesbo and Dots, and 2 steals apiece for Mitch Dewey, Anderson, and Dots. On the other end for Heritage Christian, they're led 8 points apiece for Griffin Booms and Owen Haig, 4 for Abu Tarawali, 3 apiece for Josh Soke and Jonah Moulton, and 2 for Aaron Palmer. On the boards, it is Aaron Palmer leading the way with 7 rebounds, 3 assists for Soke. And they've we talked about Soke being a great player. He has 5 turnovers in the first half. Nice, doing a great job of making it difficult for him to roam. So that will put an end to our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Simply drive into Minnesota Motor Company for their hassle-free express lube. They're on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Ready to go, and the Knights are going to have the basketball.
And one of those timeouts, I saw Coach Tim Herman for Christian Academy walk out and try to encourage Soke, because he probably has had his way in a lot of situations, and he certainly didn't have his way with the Knights in the first half. They did a nice job on him.
So the Knights up by 16, and they're going to want to get off to a good start. Alexandria fell in a close one over at Williams Arena in the semifinals to Mankato East, 65-62 in a good game over across town there. As the Knights with the ball, Mitch Dewey comes in to Cheswell. Back out to Dewey. Mitch fires, no good, and the rebound goes to Tarwally for the Eagles. Here comes Heritage Christian up the right side. It's Griffin Booms, swings it over to Soke. Naz Dots on him as expected. Left-hand drive on the baseline. Dribbles to his right, back to his left. There he loses it. Now almost turned over, but Booms comes up with it. Moulton for three in the corner. That's no good. Good rebound by Anderson, and he is knocked to the floor by Tarwally. And Tarwally's just so big. It wasn't anything excessive. It's just the bodies met, and Anderson went down hard.
His momentum carried him right into the West Central player, and he didn't have a chance.
So Tarwally now with three, and he'll come to the bench right off the bat here. And Aaron Palmer will check in. Palmer had a nice first half defensively and on the boards for the Eagles. As the Knights with it, fake handoff. Dots right to the hoop, goes up. Couldn't get it over the basket, no good, and the rebound goes to Palmer.
Both teams are man-to-man now. We saw zone earlier in the first half, but we're man-to-man now.
Soke with it up top, right to left on the dribble, working against Dots in the lane behind the back. Kicks back out. Here's Moulton. He'll shoot the guarded three. Rims out, no good. Ben by with a rebound for West Central area. We're just a little over a minute into the second half. Knights by 16, 44-28. Cam Anderson dishes to By. Ben goes right to the hoop. Blocked from behind by Palmer. And Booms with a rebound for the Eagles. Quickly into the front court. Now he'll slow it up and set it up. And a dribble at comes to Moulton. Has it knocked away. Dots dives to the floor to try to get it. Now he tries to get it to Palmer, and he couldn't get it to him, and Anderson comes up with the ball. There's Naz Dots again defensively.
Giving his body up and poked it away, and eventually got the steal.
There's Cheswell. Spinning move. Little kiss off the glass for two from about 12 feet. Cheswell with 9, and the Knights have their biggest lead of the game, 46-28 on our Park Region scoreboard. Booms on the drive. Stripped but fouled, and that's going to be free throws coming up for Griffin Booms. And Booms has 8 in the game. Also a reminder tonight, after this one, we're going to get in the car and take I-94 over to Gangelhoff Center at Concordia University, where we will have the Pelican Rapids Vikings in the consolation matchup against Jackson County Central. And that'll be over on KJ Country. We'll have a 7:30 pregame and 8 o'clock tip-off over St. Paul. The Vikings, man, they almost had it last night against Lake City, as the free throw by Booms is no good. Yeah, they had them by 5 with 1:05 to go, and couldn't quite hold on. And Timmy Guler fouled out at the right at the end of regulation, and they didn't have him for the overtime, and ended up falling to Lake City 72-61 in overtime. But we'll have coverage of the Vikings tonight over on KJ Country. Second free throw is good for Booms. He's got 9 points, 17-point West Central lead, 46-29. Dots gets it now over to Chesbo. Hands it off, Cam Anderson. Left-hand drive. Turns, spins away from the defense. Good block there by Soke, who gets the rebound, and now it is out of bounds off of Anderson. Yeah, Cadwood added pretty hard there. Maybe fortunate he didn't pick up the foul.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of contact there, but that was not a clear-cut call for the official, but his credit, he got it right, because they were rolling around kind of down there and ended up out of bounds.
17-point West Central lead, 15:46 to play in the game, and Soke inbound. It's deflected away, stolen. Mitch Dewey with it under the hoop, easy layup. 10 for Mitch. 19-point lead, and the pressure continues to mount here.
And they just feed off the pressure now. Got that steal, and everybody's up in everybody's face going after it.
Soke on the drive. He's fouled this time. They broke the pressure, just kept going to the hoop. And a reach-in foul, I think that's going to send Soke to the line for the first time.
And I think something the Knights have accomplished here with their defense is they've broken everything down that Christian Heritage would like to run, and it's kind of a one-on-one game.
Yep.
They just have to drive and try to penetrate, and they've been getting the ball poked away, but haven't been able to run an offense at all, and that's great defense when you can do that.
Free throw is no good by Soke. He's got 3 points in the game.
Averaging 19.
And Dots comes out, and Chesbo is out. Sam Hansen is in. Cash Nelson also in for West Central area. So, Soke, second free throw on the way. 17 turnovers in the game for Heritage Christian. Second free throw is no good again. And Ben Bai, with his 5th rebound of the game for the Knights, gets it to Mitch Dewey. And here's Mitch over the timeline. Double team, gets it over to Cash Nelson. Short corner goes to Bai. Double team all the way back out. And Cam Anderson tracks it down. Anderson penetrating. Spins back, comes to Bai. Ben under the hoop, double team. Tries to go through 2 defenders. Couldn't get it. And Moulton with a rebound for Heritage Christian. Soke had it stripped. Gets it back. Right to left on the dribble. Haig in the corner for 3. Nothing but net. Owen Haig now leads the Eagles with 11. Their first player in double figures, 48-32. Knights by 16.
And he's been their perimeter shooter so far, and their outside threat.
Mitch Dewey, he'll shoot the deep 3 on the far wing. No good, and the ball tipped around, and it's tracked down by Booms for the Eagles. Booms bring it into the front court, guarded by Dewey. Hands it off to Moulton. Dewey tips away. It goes over to Booms, though. Trying to get in the lane. Palmer on the far line. Backing his way in against Bai. Goes up. Short. Good defense by Bai. And Cam Anderson with a rebound. Here comes Cam. Trying to go coast to coast. Lose it for a moment. Now it's stripped away. And it is tracked down by Moulton for Heritage Christian. Only the 5th turnover for West Central area. Moulton between the legs on the dribble. Back out to Soke. Just under 14 minutes of play in the game. There might have got away with a charge there.
Yeah.
It was now going to be a reach foul on the Knights. He just really extended that arm and sent Mitch Dewey to the ground. And then, ironically, Mitch is going to get the reach.
There's some real frustration there in the park. Part of Heritage Christian now on offense. But that time, it's the Knights are just feeding off of this. They're not letting Soke attack them. They attack him.
Yep.
I mean, he's been spinning in 360s and moving all over the place and sometimes losing the ball. And it's hard to find your teammates, too, when you get that much pressure on you.
Owen Sandstead into the game for the first time for the Knights. New group in. We'll catch you up with the personnel here in a moment. Palmer with the ball for Heritage Christian. 8 on the shot clock. Bounce pass. Soke. 2 dribble left. Spins back. Tough fadeaway shot off the front of the rim. Tipped around. Chesbo with a rebound as the tough day for Soke continues. Here's Chesbo. Back to Anderson. Over to Dots. Now turning the corner in the lane. Bounce pass to Chesbo. They'll bring it back out. Anderson. Cam fires the 3 off the front of the rim. No good. And Palmer with rebound number 9 of the game for the Eagles. Here comes Owen Haig. Comes back out to Booms. Griffin Booms. Hands it off to Moulton. He'll let the 3 fly right side, and he hits it. You can see he's at a shooter's mentality in the game. He's ready to let it fly at any time.
And his first shot was an air ball basically in the first half, but he stays with it like a shooter would.
Craig Hunter is going to use a timeout. 6 in a row here for Heritage Christian. 48-35. Knights with the lead. Take a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back with more West Central Area Knights basketball after this.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes away or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to the West Central Area boys basketball team at State from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
Well, Culligan Water proudly supports the West Central Area Knights for all your problem water needs, including reverse osmosis and water softening. Call Culligan Water of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls and let them worry about your water so you don't have to. That's Culligan Water of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls. Knights with the ball coming out of the timeout, lead by 13. And Cam Anderson, ball screen moving to his left. Picks it up, comes across. Chesbo, quick pass underneath to By, swings it corner Dewey. Now Cam Anderson, left-hand drive, puts it up off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Back out to Chesbo. Up top, it's Mitch Dewey. In the corner, Dots fakes left, right, shuffled his feet, traveling violation. 6 turnover for the Knights. 12:38 to play in the game. And it's a 13-point West Central area lead. The winner will move on to play the winner of the next game, Fertile Beltrami, the 3 seed, against the random draw Goodhue. That comes up here at Target Center right after this one. Here's Heritage Christian, booms up top, on the drive, in the lane, dishes to Palmer. Palmer steps through, goes up, blocked by out of bounds off of By, and it'll stay with the Eagles. As Sam Hansen is back into the game. Coming out is Cam Anderson, so it's By, Chesbo, Mitch Dewey, Hansen, and Dots. As Heritage Christian will run a box end out. And Moulton looking, gets it into Tarawali, who just checked in. Left-hand drive goes up, banks it home, right to the hoop.
Nice
Abu Tarawali.
Yep.
And he's got 11-point night lead. That's 8 in a row here for Heritage Christian. The Knights did lead by as many as 19. And here's Dots. Double team. Nice bounce pass. Finds Hansen. Rims around and in. Good pass there by Dots. And that ends the run for Heritage Christian. Lead pass behind the defense. Layup for Palmer is good.
That's something you don't want to have happen if you're Coach Hunter, and he's got to get back and turn around.
11-point game, 50-39. Mitch Dewey lets the 3 go off the heel, no good, and booms with a rebound for Heritage Christian. Hands it off to Moulton. He'll step back, fire the 3. It's good, and now the Eagles are pumped as the lead is down to 8. 50-42 on our Park Region scoreboard. That's 9 for Moulton on a trio of 3s.
Last 2 times, Heritage has been in a 1-3-1 zone, and they're in that again now with their big postman on the point.
Ball in the middle, shot in the lane, no good by Hansen. Tarawali with the rebound. Good look, couldn't get it to go, and up comes Booms with 11:05 to play in the game. Right-hand dribble, turning the corner, and now there's going to be a foul. He got Dots off balance, and Nas made contact with him. That'll be the 4th team foul in the half on West Central area. As Dots picks up his first.
Well, the Knights have to start defending again like they did in the first half. And we've had stretches now where the Christian Heritage has been able to do what they want to do.
Moulton lets the 3 go. That's short. Rush that one a little bit. Cam Anderson with a rebound. Knights made a few substitutions as Marshall Dewey is in. It's Anderson, Marshall, and Mitch Dewey. Chesbo and Dots on the floor.
Now they're back in a 2-3 zone.
Now Cam Anderson on the penetration. Steps back left open from 15 feet. Off the front of the rim, no good. Tarawali with a rebound for Heritage Christian. He gets it to Josh Soke. Dots greets him, left-hand dribble, comes back right to his left on the baseline, hands to Palmer. Palmer in the corner, back to Soke on the left side wing. High post, it's Tarawali working against Marshall Dewey. Puts it on the floor, steps through, and it's going to be a reach-in foul on Cam Anderson. Marshall Dewey tried to take the charge on Tarawali, but they called a reach-in on Anderson, and that is going to be foul number 3 on Cam Anderson.
And they might have had a case for the charge too, but the reach-in did look like it came just a little bit before that other contact was made.
More substitutions here. Mitch and Marshall Dewey come out. Hansen is back in. And Ben By is back in. And a box end out here for Heritage Christian. 8-point Knights lead, 50-42. Tarawali backing his way in. There's the offensive foul. That's the one Marshall wanted to get a moment ago. This time, Tarawali leaning his way in. And Ben By took it this time.
And if Coach Hunter hadn't talked about it coming into the game, he probably might have talked about it at halftime as far as Tarawali is concerned. Look to take that charge. Look to take the contact and go down. because he's looking to back his way in and bowl his way in, and he certainly is strong enough and big enough to finish that.
Yeah, Coach Hunter, in the interview, he shared a few notes from his scouting report. That was on there. Take the charge on Tarawali, and nice to see the fruits of that pan out there. Mitch Dewey here, right side in the middle. Cam Anderson. Nice trying to get it going offensively again. Chesbo, 4-3, and that'll start it.
Yeah, that's a big basket. It's a battle of momentum right now. It's been all Christian Heritage, and maybe that'll turn it.
Now the Knights up by 11 on the drive in the corner. Moulton to answer it. Partially blocked, and Ben by with a rebound. Partially blocked by Hansen, I believe. Here comes West Central trying to grab momentum back. In the corner, they skip it across to Chesbo. Chesbo, after that three, has 12. Kick it out. Anderson, three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Soke with a rebound for the Eagles. Now Soke jogs it into the front court. 9:15 to play in the game. Right to left on the drive. Swings over Moulton. He's wide open for three. Knights dodged the bullet there. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And Anderson with the board. Lead pass. Tried to get it to By, and it goes over By's outstretched hands and out of bounds.
Don't quite need to force that. Down the other end, the reason the three was open is because the Knights are focused on taking care of Soke, who was driving at the basket, and they pinched in to make him kick it out, and they were, as you said, fortunate to miss the three, but you got to make a commitment one way or another sometimes, and they want to focus on Soke.
Zone pressure here for the Knights. Now into the front court. It goes off of Moulton's foot and out of bounds. The double team on the way, and it got him moving pretty quickly. And it's turnover number 19 for Heritage Christian. And a 53-42 Knight lead. 8:52 to play.
And we got a kind of a 1-2-2 almost meeting at half court to extend the zone way out against the Knights here.
Anderson, Mitch Dewey catches, fires off the left side, no good. Ben by the rebound, good job by on the offensive boards, and he is fouled by Moulton. And that'll be team foul. And it's only the third team foul, and it is Moulton's first personal. Knights with 5 team fouls, the Eagles with 3. Hansen comes out. Knights right now with By, Mitch Dewey, Chesbo, Anderson, and Dots back in. And Chesbo gets the top of the key in the middle. Anderson, shot fake, back out. Chesbo open, wants another one off the front of the rim, no good. Palmer with a rebound. I got him with 10 boards in the game, and here's Griffin Booms for Heritage Christian. Hand off to Soke. Right to left on the drive, right to the hoop, scoops up the shot, rims out, no good. That's been his day.
That would have been a spectacular shot. English off the board with his back towards the backboard and tried to spin it in.
And Dot's going to get called for the travel. So Nas there. Yeah, kind of a close one there, but a little shot fake and on the move. Maybe got those feet going a little too early. 8th turnover for West Central area. Sam Hansen back in. Mitch Dewey comes out. 8:10 to play in the game. Knights lead at 53-42. Knights only 9 points here in the first 10 minutes of the second half. But their defense has been good enough here to keep that double-digit lead going. As Soke, right-hand dribble, goes to Moulton, corner back to Soke. Knights now zone defense. On the drive, they dish it back out. Booms dribbles towards the top. There's 10 on the shot clock. Moulton steps back, Booms over in the corner. Comes back to his right, to the baseline. Kicks it out. Soke's going to fire the three in the corner, and he nets the three.
Defended so well until the end. And a cutter on the baseline popped to the corner and was wide open.
Now the Knights turn it over. Diagonal pass is a little wide of Hansen, and it goes out of bounds. 9th turnover. West Central's lead is 8. 53-45. 7:28 to play in the game.
And the Knights are in their press, kind of a three-quarter 1-2-2 look, and make the Christian Heritage handle the ball.
Here's Soke into the front court, spins away from the defense, comes over to Moulton. Now Palmer in the corner. Palmer left-hand drive goes up, banks it home, and they are within 6 as Palmer now has 6 points. 53-47 on our Park Region scoreboard. And Chesbo on the right side. Knights needing the bucket here. Looked like they got the momentum back, but now they turn it over again, and here comes Griffin Booms. Booms up the right side. That's 10 West Central area turnovers. I was about to say it looked like the Knights grabbed momentum back, but Heritage Christian fought right back, and they've cut it to 6. Here is Haig. 2 dribbles left, comes out top. Griffin Booms with it. And Booms, right-hand drive. He's at the right elbow, trying to work his way in. Good defense by Hansen. Good call by the official. Jump ball. That was really good defense. It's going to stay with Heritage Christian, but that'll flip the possession arrow, which could come into play at a key time later on in the game.
And yet this is a pretty key time right now with Christian Heritage recapturing that momentum. And they're glad to take it right now, I'm sure.
Soke takes the inbound. Pull up 18-footer off the heel. No good. Good rebound there by Mitch Dewey for the Knights. 53-47. Cam Anderson just came out, I'm sure, momentarily. And Ben By over to Dots. Nas Dots. Across it goes to Dewey. Mitch thinks about the 3. Now comes to Ben By. Over in the corner. It's Chesbo dribbles it up against the zone. Now Ben By way up top. We are at 10 on the shot clock. Here's Dewey. Mitch bounces it to By towards the short corner. Skips it across. 3-pointer. Hansen wants it. No good. And Tarwali with the inside position in the rebound for Heritage Christian. Booms up the right side. Gets it to Haig in the middle. Tarawali backs his way in. Goes up. Bank shot. Got it to go. Muscled his way through. Bully ball, they like to call it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. When he gets it in that close, it's trouble.
Craig Hunter wants a timeout. The lead is down to 4. 53-49. 5:37 to play. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to the high school boys basketball state tournament on Real Rock Z103.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Contact us 218-685-4466. Haley Oil Company congratulates the West Central Area Boys basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state.
If you're looking to tackle your next big project, look no further than Riverside Rental LLC, located in Barrett. They've got everything you need to get the job done right, from mini excavators to skid loader attachments, trailers, and more. You can find them online at riversiderentalmn.com or check them out on Facebook at Riverside Rental LLC. Let Riverside Rental LLC be your partner in success. Quality equipment, unbeatable service. Your project starts here. Congratulations to the Knights on a successful season, and best of luck at state.
All right, we're back here. 53-49, 5:37 to play in the game. The Knights led by as many as 19 here in the second half, but their lead is down to 4. Amazing how in basketball sometimes it can feel so easy and the tide can turn. And we've seen that, Heritage, but you're at the state tournament, you're playing good teams.
Yeah, we've seen that tide turn in previous games we've done here. Not that we've done them, but that we've watched leading up to the game we're covering. And it has happened a lot. 17-point first half evaporates into a close game later.
West Central with the ball. Here's Dots. One dribble in the middle. Over in the corner. Dewey for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Tarawali with the rebound. And here comes Josh Soke up the floor. Right-hand dribble, pull up, 18-footer, buries it.
That was way too easy for Soke that time. Usually they've been getting after him hard with the pressure. Came off a little screen, was open by about 5-6 feet.
53-51, the lead is 2. Cam Anderson, pull up, 15-footer, got it.
Yeah, cool.
Big one for Cam. That's his first field goal in the second half. He's got 18 to lead all scorers. And it's 55-51, Knights by 4. Soke on the drive. Moulton catches, fires, 3-pointer. Off the front, no good. Tarwali, though, the offensive rebound. Backs his way in, stripped. Now it's going to be a jump ball, I believe it is. And that will get the ball back to West Central area.
West Central's done a good job of that, Jason. When Tarwali gets the ball, they're kind of collapsing on him, coming from the weak side, just committing, because he's not... doesn't look like he's noted for kicking the ball out to perimeter.
Looks like, they swarm in on him right away. So the Knights get the stop. They are up by 4 with 4.5 minutes to play. Cam Anderson Right-hand dribble, free throw line area, over to Dewey in the corner. Mitch gets it back to Cam Anderson. Penetrates, now brings it back out. Dewey, Mitch open for three, rims around, couldn't get the roll. And Tarawali and Dots tied up, jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Eagles.
Yeah, good job on that tie up there to get the next possession. And Knights are going to look to pick them up a little bit here again. See if they can force a turnover. Any turnover now is going to be a key for either team with 4:15 to go.
4:15 to go, and looks like Tarwal, I don't know, he's got some blood there on his... They're motioning that they got to take care of that here with 4:15 to play in the game. And it looks like...
Probably a substitute or call a timeout.
Yeah, Owen Haig is coming into the game as Tarwal is going to have to come out and get that cut covered up here as a trainer coming over to him. 55-51, 4:15 to play in the game. Full court pressure coming for the Knights, zone pressure. Moulton back to Booms. Now back to Moulton. Over to Palmer. Back to Booms. They got to get it over. And here comes a turnover. Dewey with a steal, and he is fouled from behind. It was either going to be a shot clock or a 10-second or a steal, and Mitch came in with a steal, and then they grabbed him like a football tackle around the ankle a little bit.
Just a good aggressive play by Mitch Dewey that time. And it was so effective because there's their postman that had the ball, and he's not a ball handler. He was kind of looking to get rid of the ball and turn right into Mitch, and he ripped it away.
Here's Dots with it now. Nice. Swing it over to Anderson. Cam hits the three right side.
Clutch shot there.
21 for Cam Anderson. 7-point West Central lead. 3:45 to play. Soke kicks it all the way back out. Booms. Thinks about driving and hands it off. 2-3 zone here for the Knights. Moulton catches, fires, three-pointer, no good. And there's Cam Anderson, good inside position. And he is having a game. Cam Anderson not just scoring, rebounding, assisting, defending. He handles the ball. Jump stop, 15 feet from the hoop. Little backdoor cut. Now losing it is Hansen, and it's stolen by Booms. Now Booms loses it, diving to the floor, and now Heritage Christian does come up with the ball. Quickly up the floor to Palmer. 3:10 to play. Knights by 7, 58-51. Moulton, right-hand dribble, turning to the corner. Turning the corner, kicks it back out to Booms, over to Soke. Fakes right, comes back left, pull up three, hard off the glass, no good. Anderson another rebound. And now the Knights will slowly bring it into the front court with 2:50 to go, leading 58-51 on the Park Region scoreboard. Bounce pass across to Chesbo. Now Bryce penetrates back out to Anderson. And Cam comes back. Chesbo over to Dots in the middle. Anderson, little 12-footer off the heel, no good. And Soke with the rebound.
And well done by the Knights that time. Patient. We got a real good look at the shot. Just didn't go down.
Palmer, tough shot on the baseline over the basket, no good. Chesbo gathers rebound. Bryce trying to go coast to coast. Gets the roll. He went coast to coast. That was a big one. And the Knights have built their lead back up to 9 with 2:17 to play in the game.
Answered the call, for sure.
Well, enjoy the great taste of bottled water without the hassle of going to the store to get it. Call Culligan Water Conditioning of Elbow Lake in Fergus Falls about Culligan bottled water delivery. Serving the community since 1936. Let Culligan worry about your water so you don't have to. Take a quick time out. Back with more West Central area basketball after this right here on Real Rock Z103.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
Back here at Target Center, 60-51 West Central area with the lead. Those Knights saw their 19-point lead get cut all the way down to 2. And now they're up 9, 7 in a row. I believe it's 7 in a row here. We have 2 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the game. And Heritage Christian has the ball in the backcourt. And the Knights are going to bring the pressure. The Knights only have 5 team fouls, so even if they foul the Eagles, it won't send them to the free throw line right away. And they inbound to Josh Soke. And Soke, the double team, a little show of a double team came for a moment. Now they get it to Booms. Booms left-hand drive, turnaround jumper. Nice move, and Booms hits it.
Yeah. Hard drive to the lane, and then just a little spin move and a little flick to the basket. Hard to stop that.
11 for Booms, 7-point night lead, just under 2 minutes to play in the game. Handoff to Cam Anderson. Anderson, right-hand drive, floating 10-footer, got it. That was a confident shot to take that at that moment.
My goodness, it was.
And Cam has 23 to lead all scorers. Soke delivers the pass. Haig for 3, no good. And long rebound, tracked down by Mitch Dewey. And the Knights, they can take care of the ball here.
Yep.
Up by 9, minute and a half left.
No turnovers.
And Dots is fouled quickly. That's only the 15th foul on Heritage Christian, so no free throws yet.
They want to make them come out and get you. And Heritage is spreading the court now and coming out and attacking. And you just you don't even need the shot. You want to take it if it's a layup, obviously. But otherwise, you can work it down to 10 seconds and then do your thing.
Haig picks up his third. And Knights by 9, 1:25 to go. They're now on the drive. Chesbo turns, finds an opening, misses the shot, ball tipped around, and the rebound goes to Soke. That was the risk. It was kind of tempting for Chesbo, but they ended up not getting the basket. Now the pull-up 3 by Booms, no good. He gets his own rebound, though, and comes back out to Soke. 1:05 to play. Molden straight on, open 3, hard off the right side of the glass, no good. And Ben By gathers the rebound for West Central area. Inside a minute. Here's Cam Anderson. Anderson penetrating, bounce pass, Chesbo, double clutch shot, missed it. And now Heritage Christian gets the rebound.
They've given up some openings, and the Knights just aren't able quite to convert, and then that's bad news.
Soke, tough spinning shot, no good. Mitch Dewey with a rebound for the Knights. Now the Knights can smell it here. 35 seconds. Chesbo's going to try it again, and he's blocked again. He gets his own rebound, and this time he finishes. Chesbo has 16 in the game. And the Knights up by 11. 20 seconds to play. Moulton 3, no good. Tipped by Palmer. And By tracks down the rebound. Gets it to Mitch Dewey, and the celebration is on for the Knights fans as they are going to advance as Mitch Dewey is fouled in the front court with 10.6 seconds to play. No free throws yet. Only the 6th team foul on the Eagles. But the Knights are going to advance to the semifinal round tomorrow at Williams Arena at 2 o'clock. They'll play the winner of the next game, Fertile Beltrami or Goodhue.
That couldn't be better. You play on Target Center where the Wolves play, and now you get to move over to the barn at Williams Arena. And that's a dream for anybody.
Pretty good stuff. And tomorrow night, Anthony Edwards is going to be playing here as the Wolves are, I believe the Wolves are back. That's why there aren't going to be any more games.
Probably, yeah.
10.5 seconds to go. Inbound in the backcourt to Cam Anderson. And guarded closely by Booms. Anderson is just going to dribble out the clock. And West Central, they're going to get their 28th win of the year. They're going to play at Williams Arena tomorrow in the semifinal round of this Class A Boys Minnesota Basketball State Tournament. They win it on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. West Central area 64. Heritage Christian Academy 53. So we will take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. And when we return, we'll have our post-game show here from Target Center. The Knights move on to the semifinal round. Take a timeout, and we'll be back with more state tournament high school coverage right after this timeout.
Minnesota Motor Company has Buicks. Many dealerships in our area no longer sell new Buicks, so Minnesota Motor Company is proud to be able to offer the sale and service of these great vehicles to you. Right now, take advantage of the model year closeouts and save over $5,000 on a 2023 Buick Envision Avenir. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Your locally owned pharmacy.
When you aren't feeling well and need to fill a prescription or get a refill, it's important to have a pharmacy you can rely on. A pharmacy that's available and dependable. Trum Drug would like to congratulate the West Central Area Boys basketball team on a phenomenal season and best of luck at state.
Your locally owned pharmacy.
Is it finally time to consider a knee replacement? Lake Region Healthcare's orthopedics team is here to customize every step of your journey back to moving well again. Addressing your concerns, providing options like robotic-assisted knee replacement, and guiding you through a seamless recovery. Our goal is the same as yours, to get you moving with ease as soon as possible. Go to lrhc.org/knee replacement to learn more.
These days, you don't need to live down the street from your bank in order to handle your business or personal finances. It's great if you do, but with ATMs, online banking, bill pay, and mobile apps, banking is always at your fingertips. So whether you're 20 minutes away or 6 hours away, Minnesota's own Star Bank combines small-town banking with big city services. Good luck to the West Central Area boys basketball team at state from Star Bank, the bank that cares. Online at star.bank. Member FDIC.
This is Minnesota, so we're probably going to get some snow eventually, right? When that snow does start coming, the City of Elbow Lake would like to remind you to keep the roadways clear so the city plows can move the snow quickly. The city and Elbow Lake Municipal Power work year-round to provide the best service to the City of Elbow Lake. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, with crews on call to provide service 24 hours a day. The City of Elbow Lake, proudly cheering on the West Central Area Knights.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Runestone Insurance, here supporting customers every day and supporting every night. Runestone Insurance Agency, Kensington.
Back here at Target Center, West Central Area, victorious here, 64-53 over Heritage Christian Academy. The Knights are now 28-3 on the year. Heritage Christian falls to 21-8. Jason Retzloff, Dave Retzloff here this afternoon, and man, that first half, Knights made it look easy with their defense, and they were sharing the ball and penetrating and doing some things well offensively. Their defense really ignited their offense. And then the second half, the Knights struggled to shoot a little bit, and Heritage Christian took a little better care of the basketball. And pretty soon you're dealing with some adversity. The lead has been cut all the way to 2. But, man, the Knights, you can see they've won they won 2 close games coming into this tournament, and they didn't panic in the least and really executed down the stretch to come up with a win.
Yeah, it was all West Central early, and they were actually dominant. And it's an amazing game. Momentum is such a factor, and Heritage came back and just you got to give them credit for coming all the way back to within a couple points. And then West Central answered the bell, and the main man there was Cam Anderson, and he was just taking clutch shots and just taking charge, and you just need someone like that'll step up. But I think the Knights have kind of rotated that role a little bit. I know Mitch Dewey was a star getting here, but today it was Anderson who was feeling it and really took the burden upon himself and really came through for the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights only had 20 second-half points in the game. They were sitting there with 11, 12 points going into the last 5 minutes or so, and Cam had 16 in the first half and then hadn't scored at all going deep into the second half. But then when it got cut to 3, he had some huge shots, including a 3. Chesbo had a big 3 as well, that really put a little bit more distance between the Knights and Heritage Christian. And among all that, we heard Craig Hunter in the pregame show talk about defense and how no matter how well you play offensively, you D it up, you're going to be fine. Well, West Central, while all that was going on, held the Eagles to only 25 second half points, and the defense was really impressive today.
I can really only think of one possession in the second half where I thought West Central defense just was let down, and I think Soko hit a 3 on that one, and there was no one close to it. But otherwise, they were in everybody's face, and they really worked on Soko hard. They looked like they wanted to turn him around, so he'd use a spin move and then come with someone from the other side and pick at the ball, and now pretty soon it's a scramble, and that was really effective for West Central.
Well, we're going to take another time out here with the Knights victorious 64-53 over Heritage Christian in the opening round of the state Class A boys basketball tournament. Come back, we'll have some stats and some team stats from this matchup. Knights win at 64-53, and this is the Minnesota State Class A boys basketball tournament on Real Rock Z103.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Runestone Insurance, here supporting customers every day and supporting every night. Runestone Insurance Agency, Kensington.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save and make choices that are smart. Like choosing Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, and smart home technologies. Otter Tail Power Company is here to help. Go to otpco.com/smartenergy to learn all the ways you can make a difference. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
At Thunderseed, we've spent over 4 generations developing the best products for dealers and growers across the region. Success requires a partner who is as committed to the full cycle of your growing season as you are. Call 1-888-6-THUNDER to learn more about our premier partner financing today. Thunderseed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Contact us 218-685-4466. Haley Oil Company congratulates the West Central Area Boys basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state.
Your number one West Central area Knights fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Wendell Pioneer Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. If you find your insurance confusing, frustrating, and at times overwhelming, it's time to talk with Wendell Pioneer Insurance. They will walk you through the insurance process and make it as effortless as possible. Visit Jeff, Mary, Chelsea, and Megan at Wendell Pioneer Insurance, your trusted choice.
And we're back here at Target Center on our post-game show. West Central area winning in the quarterfinal round of the Class A boys basketball state tournament. Final score was 64-53. And let's take a look at some of the stats here, the team stats from this game. And the Knights really trailed a little bit in most of the categories. They trailed in field goal percentage and rebounding, but they had the decisive edge on turnovers, which was the difference in the game. From the field, West Central area was 38% from the field, shooting 24 for 64, where Heritage Christian was 41% at 22 for 54. Of course, 10 extra field goal attempts for the Knights, key in this one. The Knights were 10 for 28 from 3 at 36%. 58%. And West Central was 8 for 16 in the first half. They struggled a little more in the second half, only 2 of 12, but two of those two came at big times in the last 5 minutes of the game, with the Knights trying to hold off Heritage Christian. The Eagles from three-point land, they ended up 7 for 21 in the game. The Knights were 6 for 10 from the line. Heritage Christian was 2 for 6. And then on the boards, Heritage Christian a small edge, 40-37. And the turnover totals, 11 turnovers for West Central area and 21 turnovers for Heritage Christian. You can hear in the background Fertile Beltrami, the number 3 seed in this Class A tournament, running out onto the floor. Goodhue coming up next here. And that game will be, the Knights will play the winner of that game tomorrow at Williams Arena at 2 o'clock. And we'll have coverage of that right here on Real Rock Z103. All right, we're going to take another timeout. When we return, we'll take a look at the individual statistics from this game, and also in our post-game show, we're going to be naming our Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So final score, Knights win it 64-53. We'll take a timeout. More on our post-game show after this break.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save and make choices that are smart. Like choosing Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, and smart home technologies. Otter Tail Power Company is here to help. Go to otpco.com/smartenergy to learn all the ways you can make a difference. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grant County Lumber and Hardware.
As the days grow longer and the sun gets warmer, it's time to start planning your summer building projects. Whether it's a new deck, porch, addition, or that dream cabin, Grand County Lumber and Hardware is here to help every step of the way.
Your projects are experts. Job well done. Grand County Lumber and Hardware.
To manage your business profitably, you need the right financial data, advice, and services. Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company can provide you with the accounting, bookkeeping, tax, business counseling, payroll, and other business services you need most. You'll have more time to run your business and enjoy your family time. Congratulations to the West Central Area Boys Basketball Team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at state from Swenson, Sauer, Gerber, Anderson & Company, with locations in Fergus Falls and Elbow Lake.
We're here with Ryan from Fergus Falls Monument. Now, Ryan, what are some of the benefits from buying a memorial from you instead of somewhere else?
Well, we have a reputation for high-quality memorials. Mike and I are the third generation to work with families to create the perfect memorial. We have made sure every monument comes with an everlasting warranty. Nowhere else you get that kind of warranty. Buying direct will save you money. Generally, when you buy from a third party, there's a markup on that memorial.
Fergus Falls Monument, serving the community for 137 years.
Attention, fans of the court. All rise, because this is your moment to cheer on the West Central Area Knights boys basketball team. From the buzzer-beating shots to the relentless defense, these young athletes have shown true grit and determination. And now as they embark on their journey to victory, let's shower them with your support and cheers. Congratulations to the West Central Area Knights for their incredible accomplishments, and nothing but the best of luck at the state tournament. From Marshall Law Office and Kent and Colleen Marshall.
And we're back here at Target Center. Fertile Beltrami and Goodhue warming up. The Knights are going to play the winner of this game because they just got done defeating Heritage Christian Academy 64-53. And let's take a look at some of the individual stats. First for the Knights, Cam Anderson. He led all scorers in the game today with 23 points. 16 of those in the first half. He was 3 for 5 from three-point land and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And seven of those points were clutch down the stretch. And he led all scorers. Bryce Chesbo, he had 16 points. He had a big three late in the game. He also had 3 threes. He was 3 for 5 from three-point land. Mitch Dewey had 10 points in the game. 8 of those came in the first half. And then 5 points apiece for Ben Bai and Sam Hansen. 3 for Cash Nelson and 2 for Naz Dots. On the rebounding totals, Ben Bai led the Knights with 11 rebounds in the game. And also on the boards for the Knights, Cam Anderson ended up with 8. Cam was relatively close to a triple-double. He had 8 rebounds, 7 assists along with his 23 points. And also on the boards for the Knights, it was 5 for Bryce Chesbo. On the assist totals, Cam Anderson, as we mentioned earlier, had 7 assists in the game. Naz Dots had 5, and Chesbo had 3. And it was 4 steals for Dots, 3 steals for Mitch Dewey, and 3 steals for Cam Anderson. A big part of those forcing those 21 turnovers for Heritage Christian. On the other end, for Heritage Christian Academy, they were led in scoring. In fact, they only had 2 players in double figures with 11 points each. That was Owen Haig and Griffin Booms. They had 11 each. 9 for Jonah Moulton, 8 apiece for Josh Soke, who the Knights did a great job on defensively, and 8 for Abu Tarwali, and it was 6 points for Aaron Palmer. On the boards, Tarwali had 11 rebounds and Palmer had 10. 6 rebounds for Josh Soke and 5 for Griffin Booms. It was 5 assists for Soke to lead the Eagles, and Booms had 4 assists and 3 steals for Booms as well. And Aaron Palmer, like I said, he had a nice game defensively. He led all players with 4 blocked shots in this game as West Central area wins it 64-53 on our Park Region scoreboard. So we'll take one final time out here on our post-game show. When we return, we'll name our Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Knights move on to the semifinal round as they beat Heritage Christian Academy here this afternoon. We'll take one final time out, and we'll be back with our Quality Player of the Game right here on Real Rock Z103.
If you're looking to tackle your next big project, look no further than Riverside Rental LLC, located in Barrett. They've got everything you need to get the job done right, from mini excavators to skid loader attachments, trailers, and more. You can find them online at riversiderentalmn.com or check them out on Facebook at Riverside Rental LLC. Let Riverside Rental LLC be your partner in success. Quality equipment, unbeatable service. Your project starts here. Congratulations to the Knights on a successful season, and best of luck at State.
Keep your operation running smoothly with Haley Oil Company. Whether it's propane or diesel fuel for your fleet, we've got you covered. Our bulk fuel delivery ensures you never miss a beat, while our full service shop keeps your equipment in top shape. Trust the experts at Haley Oil Company to fuel your success. Visit us today and experience the difference. Contact us 218-685-4466. Haley Oil Company congratulates the West Central Area Boys basketball team on an outstanding season, and best of luck at State.
West Central Minnesota Communities Action Energy Assistance Program has an important message for residents living in Clay, Douglas, Grand, Pope, Stevens, Traverse, and Wilkin counties. They know Minnesota winters can be tough. If you could use assistance paying your energy bills, they may be able to help you. Contact them today at 1-800-492-4805 or on the web at WCMCA.org. Go West Central Knights.
Quality Toyota is proud to salute the achievements of each quality player. It takes teamwork to compete, and the Quality Player Award recognizes the extra effort by an individual in each athletic contest. Quality Toyota commends the hard work, dedication, and quality efforts of these outstanding youth. That attitude will help each quality player as they go forward. Congratulations to each of the quality players from Quality Toyota on West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
All right, back here at Target Center, a post-game show with the West Central Area Knights defeating Heritage Christian Academy 64-53. The Knights move on to the semifinals tomorrow. We'll talk about that matchup in just a moment. But first, let's name our Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. That's yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027. That's 998-4027. Quality player. Let me give a couple honorable mentions. Bryce Cheswell had a big three. He had 16 points, made 3 of 5 of his 3-point attempts, and 5 boards for West Central area. How about Naz Dots defensively here today? He was great, shutting down Josh Soke, the guard who averages 19 points per game. And Naz was guarding him, and Soke ended up shooting 3 for 10 from the field, and he had 6 turnovers in the game. So I thought Naz defensively did a great job. He also had 5 assists in the game. But our quality player, I'm going Cam Anderson. You have any other votes other than Cam Anderson on this one?
No, he was so good in the first half, and then along with all the nights, he went cold for a stretch. But when it counted to the last few minutes of the ball game, he basically put him on his back, and he carried him home. And he just shot it with confidence and just played so well that way. So all the nights are to be complimented on their intensity and how they came out and performed here. But Cam Anderson deserves the player of the game. Certainly how he performed down the stretch.
Yeah, he had 16 points, 6 assists in the first half, and then in the second half, the whole night offense just really struggled to get anything going at all. They only had 9 points in the first 10 minutes of the second half, but then he rose to the occasion. He had 7 more points, and they were all down the stretch when West Central area saw their 19-point lead get cut to 2, and he had 23 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He's such a unique player, too. He's 6'1", lefty. He's got some length with his arms. He handles the ball well, passes the ball well, and then offensively, he got it done. He was also 4 for 4 from the line and 3 for 5 from three-point land.
That'll do it.
So Cam Anderson, 6'1" senior, is our quality player of the game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So real quickly, scores here that have taken place in the Class A Boys State Tournament. It is Cherry earlier, the 11 o'clock game here at Target Center, the number 1 seed, number 1 rated team in Class A. They beat Russell Tyler Ruthven 78-46. And Cherry moves on to play Nevis, the 5 seed, who beat Mountain Lake area 78-54. So those two teams will play at noon tomorrow at Williams Arena in the semifinal round. And then the Knights, with their 64-53 win over Heritage Christian Academy, will play the winner of this game. That's about 12 minutes away from starting. And that's between the number 3 seed, Fertile Beltrami, who is going up against Goodhue. And the Knights will play the winner of that game tomorrow at Williams Arena, 2 p.m. start time. And we'll have coverage of that right here on Real Rock Z103. That'll be a 1:30 pregame and 2 o'clock tip-off from Williams Arena. Pretty cool deal, like talked about before. Play at Target Center today and get to go over to the barn and play at Williams Arena tomorrow. Also, just one more reminder, programming tonight. We're going to pack things up, get in the car, drive over to St. Paul, where Dave and I will have coverage of the Pelican Rapids Vikings as they will play in the consolation round of the Class 2A state tournament, as they will take on Jackson County Central. And the Vikings, man, they had it in their grasp, up 5, ready to pull off the upset against number 3 rated team in the state, Lake City, up 5 with 1:05 to go. And series of events, a turnover, a couple buckets, a couple free throws. It was tied. Timmy Guler made a basket with 25 seconds to go to give the Vikings the lead. And Timmy committed a foul on Lawrenson, their point guard, who made both free throws, but Guler fouled out. The Knights didn't score late, and then Lake City controlled the overtime to beat the Vikings. Great effort by John Gullingsrud's team yesterday. Just couldn't quite pull it off. So they are in the consolation bracket, and we're going to be over at Gangelhoff Center at Concordia University to have coverage of their semifinal consolation game tonight against Jackson County Central. 7:30 pregame, 8 o'clock tip over in St. Paul. Okay, I think looking at everything, I think we got everything covered. What a great game for the Knights today. A game that saw them play flawless basketball in the first half. They struggled in the second half, but showed their grit, their character. They saw their lead get cut to 2, but then they played lights out down the stretch, executed, and got it done. So we're going to call it an afternoon. Make sure you tune in over on KJ Country for Pelican Rapids State Tournament basketball tonight. We'll start our broadcast at 7:30, so hope you can join us for that. And then the Knights will be playing tomorrow at Williams Arena, 2 o'clock start. And we'll have coverage of that right here on Real Rock Z103, 1:30 pregame for that one. So that'll do it for us. Final score on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. West Central Area 64, Heritage Christian Academy 53. For Dave Retzloff, this is Jason Retzloff signing off from Target Center in Minneapolis. And we thank you for listening to West Central Area Knights basketball on Real Rock Z103.
West Central Area Boys Basketball on Real Rock Z103 brought to you by Riverside Rentals, Marshall Law Office, Everett's Lumber Company, Trum Drug, Star Bank, Swenson Sauer, Gerber, Anderson and Company, Haley Oil, Fergus Falls Monument, West Central Minnesota Communities Action Council, Wendell Pioneer Insurance, Otter Tail Power Company, Runestone Insurance, the City of Elbow Lake, Lake Region Healthcare, Lake Country Graphics, Park Region, Quality Toyota, Thunder Seed, Minnesota Motor Company, Culligan of Elbow Lake and Fergus Falls, Farmers Co-op Oil, Runestone Telcom, Nelson Auto Center, and Grant County Lumber.
Z103 Real Rock.